Carmichael Dave Show.
Tuesday has no feelings. Okay. So this is our Wednesday. Yes. And it is Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
February 18th. Okay. Got it? Got it. Oh, boy. Welcome in. Jason Ross, Christopher Laud. We got a busy, jam-packed show for you today. I'm going to give you the guest lineup for today. It's sometimes we have a guest, 2, sometimes 3. I think we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 guests today. It's a lot. That's a lot. We're going to start it out here shortly with Chris's interview with AEW's Willow Nightingale.
TBS champion and tag team champion.
This was yesterday?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It's good.
Yeah?
Super nice.
Right here, she came by to say hi.
I believe she is our first KHTK guest to be in the new
podcast. Like, we've had opportunities to talk down there, people hosting themselves or having other people internally.
I think it's pretty difficult to host it yourself.
What do you mean with the...
Like, you need someone to help you in there.
Well, I mean but you might not have another person on camera with you.
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
But we've also had people internally, if it's, Matt George's podcast, there was a day he elected to have me on, though that never made it to the air. We actually had some difficulties there, but that was not any operator error, just more of a timing issue. The point being is we've had things.
It's weird that you brought in Sac State's former coach again.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But Chris had the first in-podcast studio sit-down. So this is going to be coming up here in our next segment. We are not sure whether or not we're going to have the video portion.
We will not have video.
Oh, for sure?
Positive.
Oh. Because our own... Did you comment on Carmichael Dave's text?
No.
You didn't want to? Our own Carmichael Dave stirring it up. Did a what I would say is a Christopher Laud. He has a double picture.
Did he do a Christopher Laud?
Did he?
What do I do when I'm on vacation?
Well, no, not this. Not the vacation part of it. I'm saying is he had a screen grab of you and Willow in the podcast studio looking great. And then he zoomed in on you. And, now that's where the joke is. Basically, I'm not going to say what he's saying, though I want to. And he's probably not liking that you or I are not commenting on that. But we're not. But that is something you would definitely do. Not the vacation part. Yeah, no, when you're on vacation, you're away. When I'm on vacation, I'm away. Dave doesn't always go on vacation. I mean, he goes, but he needs to go away. Yesterday, in fact, some of you may have seen him in the chat. He was in there for a little bit. That is certainly something I don't think no, not even I don't think I know I have never done. When I'm away. Try to get away. That's the plan. That's the goal. Anyway, 6:30-ish, we're going to talk with AEW's Willow Nightingale. That big event. Is that tonight, Chris?
It is.
Okay. And
are you my tickets?
What's that?
I got my tickets.
You got your tickets?
Yeah.
Do you think are you close to the ring?
Am I close?
Are you in the ring?
I'm basically inside the ring.
Do you think Willow will acknowledge you?
Interesting. She did a ton of interviews yesterday.
Okay.
So I'm going to guess no. But
do you think, let's say she did 10, which is a lot, would yours be one of the more memorable for her? Because you're a fan. You are.
I haven't seen any of the. I'm guessing so, because I'm not sure how many people know what AEW is.
Right. Because if me or Dave interviewed her, it would be fine. But you have way more information, way more passion, way more knowledge on that stuff, and it would be a better interview. I can admit that. So we're going to hear that coming up. We also at 6:45 will be talking to UC Davis basketball coach Jim Les for his weekly regular appearance in the Coach Les Life Coach time slot. Coming up at 8 o'clock, big stingers up or little stingers up. We're going to see.
Do you want me to explain to Coach why we should stick with the pinky?
I'm going to leave that one completely up to you, because I do know amongst Hornet Nation, this is a thing, like a little bit of controversy. It doesn't need to be controversy. Coach Carter, the new coach at Sacramento State football, is all in on the big stingers up. All in. And that's fine. That's what he wants to do. And it used to be, and we're going back, like this used to be the thing people would do years ago. And there's some guys that are back in the program that are connections. John Osterhout, Angus McClure, who have played at Sac State back in the day and coached with the program back in the day, and they're back. So it's exciting to have them back. Bobby Fresk has played back in the day. He's been around for years. These guys are back. And I think years ago, I can remember there was a thing about like stingers up was like a more of a big, what is this, index finger, kind of a swirl, and that was the move. Then I would say there were, I don't know how many years of, I don't even remember people acknowledging stingers up, and then it just became kind of the pinky thing. And that's been there that's more of a recent thing. I wouldn't say it's 2 years. It's been 10 years or so of that.
I would say maybe even longer.
Maybe a little bit longer. So you have a theory that that's what it should remain because?
After the game,
Yep.
they should play Bruno Mars, 24 Karat Gold.
Yep.
Which starts with, put your pinky finger to the moon.
And there you go. And then they play the song, kind of a celebratory song.
Yeah. It could be our, what's the stupid song that the Yankees play after they win?
New York, New York.
Yes, that will be Sac State's New York, New York.
Is that their version of lighting the beam? Without a beam. Like,
I would say it's more like I Left My Heart in San Francisco when the Giants lose. Lose.
Do they play that?
Yeah. When they lose or when they win.
I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave that up to you, Chris, if you want to talk to Coach Carter about that. He is joining us at 8 o'clock. At 8:30, Ross Dellinger, National College Football writer, Yahoo Sports. Cousin Ross will join us. And he has been covering this Sac State move to the MAC and to the FBS for a while. We'll get his perspective. Look, I shared my thoughts yesterday. I'll have more today on the big move, the risk, reward, all that kind of stuff. And then at 9 o'clock, the Guestapalooza will wrap up with the television analyst of your Sacramento Kings, Katie Christensen.
Oh, my gosh. You're just lame.
Wow. That's usually for Dave, but I guess it's me. So there you go. That's the lineup today. Like I said, jam-packed. But you can participate, as always. We welcome that. If you want to get in on the text line, 916-339-1140. If you want to get in on our YouTube, right there, we got some people already in. Pedro Juan. I don't even know how you say that one. Little gaming moments. Derek in Tacoma. Some regulars are here, and we thank you. We appreciate you. We are glad you are here. Also, you want to chime in, 916-339-1140, 1-800-920-1140. Along the way, we'll have leading off. We'll have 3 for Madness. We will have What's Hot, What's Not. Wrap it up at the end of the show with Crosstalk with Matt and Kayla, and celebrity birthdays as well. So here we are, as we kind of pass the time, wait more anxiously for the remainder of the NBA season, which will begin tomorrow for the Sacramento Kings. Back at it, practice today. And I say the final push, but we will see where that takes them, because this has not been a fun year. That's been the reality. It's been a really, really difficult season for all those involved. But you have to keep playing, keep going on, and see how many wins they get, see what final spot they land, where they will go pre-draft lottery position. And then we wait for that faithful day in May to see if they can get one of those top 4 spots in the NBA draft lottery. So we've got that we'll be discussing today. It continues to be wet and nasty out there. I like, yesterday we were talking about rain. I don't mind rain as much. I like rain overnight, like rain. It's kind of a nice, soothing sound in the background when it rains overnight. I don't know how much it rained overnight. I got out to get up and leave, and I'm like, hey, some of the ground is dry. Like maybe it didn't rain as much as I had hoped overnight, but it sure did rain all day long yesterday. Just all day long. And for someone, I'll speak for me, myself, I prefer the sun, being outside, going out on walks. So you can go out and walk in the rain. I've done that. I told that story many times years ago. I used to, as a kid, just as much as I could, get to the park and get my shots up, jumper after jumper after jumper after jumper after jumper. And I can remember being out there one day and just the absolute downpour. And I remember there was a guy, and now that I think about it, I don't remember ever seeing that car again. So it's probably it was a VW van that drove by the park. I don't even know that I could.
Oh, radical, man.
Hey, get in the van. No, he said, yells out of the van and says, hey, kid, it's pouring out here. And
hey, kid, it's pouring, man.
And I looked at him and I said, I know. That was it. It's a conversation.
Dave loves L.A. Dave loves it.
I just kept getting my jumpers up. It was wet. Yeah, I was already wet. Like, that's the kind of thing, like, once you're in it and you're, like, I think it's everybody that first gets out in the rain. And I noticed this again yesterday because I'm guilty of this. I went by the grocery store. Chris, have you noticed this before? Like, okay, you get out of your car or you get out of a building and it's raining and everybody has the same walk where they kind of, like, scrunch their shoulder. Like, it's protecting them from, like, you're getting wet. Like, people just kind of, like, walk to their car and it's raining on you. It's like, it's a weird.
No, you don't want to. You have to.
So you're getting a little bit less on your neck, maybe.
No, you like put your head
down a little bit, but
so you don't get water in your face.
Okay, but there's like that shoulder. It's like you're splashing on your legs. You're getting it on your shoulders, maybe on the top of your head. It's like you're still getting wet. You didn't dodge the rain, but we have more of that rain coming. Campeo has reached out and said, Jason and Chris, MLB opening day, 36 days away. What are you going to play for that, Chris?
Gross.
Oh, come on. Come on, we're so close. We are so close. We still have college hoops going. We've got the NBA wrapping up, and then Major League Baseball. A's baseball. Hey, Chris, are you going to get one of those tickets you got last year where you had that sweet deal in the, what was it, in the Solon Club?
I hope so.
I hope so. And at a very affordable rate, I would say. And it was it all you can eat and drink?
Yes.
And not drink of like soda and water. It was
soda and water.
Oh, did you have to pay for the others?
No. It's soda, water, beer, wine.
Yeah. I meant it wasn't exclusively soda or water. So you get to partake in the other kind of liquids. There you go. So, yeah, baseball is almost here. I am definitely looking forward to that. We got a lot coming up on the show. Like I said, Chris's interview, and we'll all evaluate that. We're gonna have our opinions. I'm probably keeping you in a safe space, Chris, with Dave not being here today for that. But let's go ahead and do it. It is time to lead off.
Let's do it.
Leading off, the 3 top stories in the morning.
Huge news. This is very important.
Here's cut number 1.
I don't know what he's going to play. The cut is supposed to read, we have to wait one more day for the return of the NBA, Kings and Magic tomorrow. And he goes with the classic from Wilson Phillips. Hold on. Absolute banger. Yeah, Kings basketball tomorrow. Kings and Magic. First matchup of the year between the two teams. Like I said, we got to wait another day for Kings hoops to return. And we will. And now we're to the point of, I'm assuming, a heavy dose of young players playing the rest of the way. I'm less interested in them winning road games. I'm interested in them winning some home games. I don't want them to. I guess my goal now, the rest of the year, if I'm looking at it from the Kings' perspective, I would like them to win as soon as possible so they can stop on this lengthy losing streak. So let's get a win tomorrow night for the Kings. That's a home win. I'm assuming it would be involving a lot of the young players, so that's a little feel-good there. Then they hit a 5-game road trip. I hate to say it, and there's some tough teams. I mean, they can go on another little skid to kind of keep them in that bottom portion of the lottery positioning, let's say. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of that theory, but they're not catching, fire here to get into a play. Like, that's just not going to happen. So I guess increase your odds. But I don't want this team to have less than 17 wins. That's my own personal goal. That is the worst season in the Sacramento era. I don't want that to happen. And so my goal would be 18, 19, 20. I mean, it's not a huge number. I probably would have a preference of finishing second to last, but winning the lottery. In the end, it's not going to matter if they're last or if they're fourth. The goal is to win the lottery. And the difference of finishing fourth or last is how far back you could move. But that would be kind of my target, my minimal goals here for the remainder of the season. Get some experience for the young guys. Figure out ultimately for Scott Perry what you want to do about your veterans for the start of next season, if you can move them in the offseason or not. And everything going forward is drafting well, first round and second round picks, free agency, offseason, just all these moves have to be tactical, smart, winning the majority of them, and you start the climb. Because we've seen some teams be in the lottery, live down near the bottom, have a couple of good turns at it, and then they bounce out. Detroit's a great example. That's a great example. But the Kings from 2007 to about 19, we're always in the lottery, and we're not really major signs of major improvement. Charlotte's in this run right now, where they're at 9 consecutive years of being in the lottery. A lot of times when you get there, you stay there. And so I'm okay with them having a year like this. I don't love it. But if it's 1 year, maybe 2, and then you start a climb, that to me is the target. And if you look at everything Scott Perry has done contractually, nothing is really that locked in past next season. So I think that's where it's all lining up. But I think we all can say this year has been difficult. And if next year at least there's a sign of a upward arrow, you live with it. But if it's staying down near the bottom, that's tough. It's tough to have those years 2 in a row. But again, it all starts tomorrow for the rest of the NBA and for the Sacramento Kings. All right, let's get to cut number 2.
Number 2.
I'm so stupid. I don't know what I'm doing, and everybody hates me.
Well, that one is labeled Major League Baseball player Chief Tony Clark resigns. If you know the story, I'm going to sneeze.
I don't remember that part of the story.
Tony Clark resigning because of inappropriate conduct. I get like this story has some sizzle to it, isn't it? His sister-in-law.
Yeah, when I first read it, I was just like, it was just like Tony Clark resigns. Like, ooh, this can't be good for the negotiations.
Yeah.
Then it came out why he was resigning. It's just like, oh.
And then the funny part is now I've seen people like, okay, is it his sister's sister? Is it his brother's sister? Is it his sister, his wife's? Like, it's just like, I don't know.
Some weird relationship like Dave has with a brother that really isn't a brother.
His brother that he's on vacation with. And it's like, okay, maybe there's something that makes sense. I really don't know. But if he's resigning, that means there's something that doesn't make sense. It's less about him and his affairs as more of, like Chris said, it's Major League Baseball is headed for what everybody believes is a lockout.
Because of his affairs, he can't handle MLB's affairs.
Exactly. And by accounts, it's really late to vote in someone else. They think it's going to be his backup, which apparently is someone Rob Manfred is just not a fan of, and he's gone after him. And it's like, well, I don't feel sorry for Rob Manfred. I don't feel sorry for anybody in this. They got to get this done. And I think it's going to be nasty. So we'll talk more about that coming up a little bit later. All right, let's get to cut number 3.
Cut number 3.
Yeah, did it.
Are you more proud of these clips or the leading off that Dave never gets to, that we have never done yet?
Well, I wasn't. Today's leading off is a lot of like.
Yeah, there's nothing like concrete.
Yeah, there's not
highlights
like,
or,
hey, this team won last night.
Or quotes, yeah. So this one is labeled Ronda Rousey set to make a return. And you put it as Rousey and Carano. Gina, is it Gina? Yeah. They're back. They're gonna. I say wrestling. They're gonna fight again, MMA on May 16th. And so this is Chris's level of excitement.
Yeah, did it.
There you go. So those are some of the topics that we have out there today. But as we said, it's a guest-a-palooza. We have Katie Christensen at 9, Ross Dellinger, college football writer, at 8:30, head coach at Sacramento State, Alonzo Carter joining us, football coach, about the Hornets making the move to the MAC, Jim Less, basketball coach at UC Davis, and up next, Chris's conversation with AEW's Willow Nightingale. We'll let you hear that next on Sactown Sports.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
If your business depends on reliable vehicles, it's time to upgrade your fleet at myelkgrovechevrolet.com. We specialize in fleet pricing, bulk discounts, and fast approvals, so your team stays on the road and on the job. From work trucks and vans to fuel-efficient sedans and SUVs, we have the inventory, service, and financing to keep your business moving. Call or visit myelkgrovechevrolet.com today and ask about exclusive fleet savings. myelkgrovechevrolet.com. Driving business forward.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Couponing. Wow, you didn't strike me as the coupon type.
Just trying to stay ahead of inflation. Gas, groceries, everything. It's all more expensive. I need to save wherever I can.
Have you tried Upside yet?
Upside? What's that?
It's a free app that I use that pays cash back for every gallon of gas I buy. You've got to buy gas to get around anyway. Might as well get paid for it.
Come on, does that really add up to anything?
I've already made around $200. The extra cash helped pay down my bills, and I even had a little extra left to treat myself.
And the Upside app is free?
Totally free, and the cash back is real. You can transfer the cash right to your bank account.
I'm downloading Upside right now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code ENJOY to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code ENJOY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code ENJOY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
How can you free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select Oil Filter for just $32.99, plus 2 times points at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Limit supply.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
LinkedIn is pretty amazing at helping you grow your small business. We cannot stop your new clients from emailing you at 3 a.m. We can help you sell, market, and hire in one place. We cannot help you be in 3 places at once. And while we can't help you organize your calendar, LinkedIn can help you land more clients so you have a calendar to organize. Grow your small business on LinkedIn. Learn more at linkedin.com/smallbusiness.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Trust. It's the foundation of every business. With Better Business Bureau, you connect to a network of trusted partners who help you grow and improve your visibility. BBB accreditation signals to your customers that you value honesty and reliability. Show your commitment to integrity and excellence. Join a community that's dedicated to helping businesses thrive. Take the next step for your business. Join today. Visit bbb.org and discover how Better Business Bureau can help your business thrive.
The following is a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
All right, UC Davis basketball coach Jim Les coming up in a moment. But first, yesterday, Chris Verlaud had a chance to sit down in our brand new podcast studios downstairs. Beautiful setup our crew has put together there. And it's going to be a big night with AEW. And so we wanted a chance to hear Chris with AEW's Willow Nightingale.
I am here today with Willow Nightingale, current TBS champion, current and first ever AEW tag team champion.
Yes.
Former New Japan women's strong champion.
Inaugural of that one, too, actually.
Inaugural of that one.
Yeah.
And also CMLL world champion. You've been
Yes.
all around the world, haven't you?
Yeah.
When you ever hear like world champion, it's like, okay, but it's just like one place. But you
Yeah.
are very much a world champion.
Yeah, right now these world championships, like when we got them, it said that. But Harley and I just defended them in Australia. So we were like, check, we actually did it. We defended it around the world.
Nice. So you went to Australia. What was the travel like?
Oh, my goodness. So I'm a New York gal. So I went from Long Island, JFK, which is actually Queens, but, from home to
They're
LAX.
fact checkers, so we
yeah,
gotta
I
make
know.
sure
Everyone's
that's-
checking, like, where was her location? Her Instagram story was here. Where does So JFK to LAX. I had a little bit of a layover there. And then from LAX to Sydney. From the time I took off at JFK to the time I got to my hotel in Sydney was about 26 hours total. Yeah. So me and Harley landed like within an hour of one another, and we're like, so we're gonna go straight to the gym and then take a nap and then we're gonna do stuff, right? And so that was our first day in Sydney. What that was like. Yeah.
But that's like part of the job, like.
Well, yeah.
Well, so like you went from New York to Australia, stop in LA.
Yes.
And then Australia to here.
Yeah, from Australia we actually. So I know Australia is big, but I wasn't aware of just how big, because from going from Sydney to Brisbane, we had a house show in Brisbane the next day. I think it would be like a 9.5-hour drive or something. So we all got on a flight like Sunday morning and flew down to Brisbane. And it's funny because, we see our coworkers on our flights. A lot of us live in the same cities or travel out of the same airports. So you kind of see a lot of the same people on the same flights. But this was like, I would say over 50% of this particular flight was all AEW people. But yeah, so from then Brisbane, I had a layover in Vancouver, and then I came here, and now I'm in Sacramento and hanging out with you.
In Sacramento to go to AEW Dynamite tomorrow, which is
Yeah.
down at the Memorial Auditorium.
Correct, yeah.
Were you here the last time that
I was. I don't know if I wrestled, but I definitely remember being here because there was a giant Ladybird mural by the building, and there was one point where I ran away and I went to go find like an energy drink, and I was like, let me take a picture of the mural. So I definitely know I was here. The hotel is familiar, but I have a hard time remembering exactly what I do in each city when I'm there. You know?
Well, it is cool because we're at the Memorial Auditorium, like very well known for wrestling. You guys in AEW are doing these different, you're not doing like the basketball arenas and that. You're doing these different, like sometimes concert halls, anything like that. Is that better, or is it different? Is it?
I mean, I like all of it. I think, obviously, like the Wembley stadiums, those are so cool, and those are like the moments where you could be like, "Hey, mom and dad, look at this! Like, this is really awesome." Or if people aren't super familiar with wrestling and you're trying to like have them understand the scope of it, you're like, "Well, this is what we do. We're on television, blah blah blah." But I do also really enjoy being able to take something so big and have like a closer, more intimate relationship with like the fans in the buildings. And, most important thing is I just want to hear you guys wherever we are. I want you to be loud. And I hope that I can fill up the building with my energy and my smile, and we can feed each other back and forth with all of that.
Can I say a weird, like, I want to say like who you remind me of.
Sure.
But it is like, it doesn't make sense at all, but I kind of want to explain.
All right. Start with who it is and then kind of do the little backtracking. And
you remind me a lot of Eddie Kingston.
Okay.
And to that is just like when you come out, the fans are hyped to begin with.
Yeah.
And does not matter what happens in the match. They are like, Willow Nightingale is our girl, and we will riot if something bad happens.
Oh, yeah. Well, I actually feel like, obviously, like, I'm with the conglomeration. If ever there were to be, like, a mixed tag situation at AEW, like, officially, like, maybe I would do something with OC or Mark Briscoe or any of those guys. But I also think there could be a day when Willow and Eddie Kingston are a mixed tag, and I think like the dichotomy of the like very kind of like curmudgeon-y like New Yorker versus like this sunshiny New Yorker, but we're both from New York. Would like put that first and foremost. Would be a really fun one. But I think, like you said, the thing that bonds us is really just that we're our authentic selves, and that's what people connect with. We don't put on a front. We just are who we are, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. And I think Eddie's great. He's like a big bro.
Well, you said earlier you're from Long Island.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of wrestlers in the AEW.
Oh, yeah, there
from
is.
Long Island.
Yep.
Is there anything in the water that makes a professional wrestler in Long Island?
I would say it really comes down to many of us have the same wrestling grandfather, Mikey Whipwreck. Big shout out to Mikey Whipwreck, because a lot of the guys are from Create Pro. I'm from NYWC, New York Wrestling Connection, and their trainers were taught by Mikey, and my trainers were taught by Mikey. Even some like Trent, for example, or like Tony Nese, they were directly trained by Mikey. So it all goes back to him, and we all need to give him his flowers, give him his, his shine, and give him his cred.
You've been doing what AEW's been doing that not a lot of companies, especially on TV, would do, would be these hardcore matches with women. You were I've been in some nasty ones. You were in the first women's war. No, I can't say that.
Blood and Guts.
Blood and Guts.
First ever women's Blood and Guts.
I didn't say the other one. You were in the first women's Blood and Guts, and I was with a group of my family, and I'm the wrestling fan, and no one like pays attention. I'm like, it's one of the things I put my foot down. Like, we are all watching this together. I don't care what else is on, and everyone's, I don't care. And as the match went, you saw everyone's face start to turn, and it was a bunch of, no, they're not going to do this. They're not. Oh my God.
I've been told many times, regardless of Blood and Guts or not, people will be like, my mother, she doesn't really watch wrestling, but she loves you, or my grandmother. And that to me is the greatest compliment. It's like, listen, if this isn't your thing, but they can find something about me entertaining or that they can attach to, heck yeah, watch our show, support me. Hopefully I can just be a little gateway for everybody else. But yeah, being a part of Blood and Guts, especially the first one for the girls, and being one of the first people out there, because me and Sky Blue started it, it was obviously a huge honor, but also it was like it was a lot of butterflies. It was nerve-wracking. It was like invigorating. It was all those things. It was wonderful to watch back after. It was terrifying being in there.
Oh, man, yeah, I bet.
But it always is.
One of my favorite matches from last year.
Oh, thank you.
So besides going to Dynamite tomorrow, tonight you're going to be at Lazy Dog in Roseville.
Yes.
You are going to be teaming up with the Bruno's Foundation.
Yeah, they're a rescue organization for dogs. So we're raising awareness just so people know that they're out there. We're going to have some of the puppies hanging out with us. And I think there might also be a special surprise guest animal, which I don't want to say just in case it doesn't happen, but there's another cool surprise animal. And yeah, we just want people to know, hey, there are these rescue dogs. Come by. Any of the food that's sold, the money is going to be donated to them. If you want to go around after and check out the dogs that are there, feel free. But we're going to be having a good old time. So Lazy Dog Restaurant, come on by.
Go to Lazy Dog, get some food.
Hang out with the champ, the double champ.
Hang out with you, maybe get a dog.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh my God, I don't think I could fit a puppy in my suitcase.
So you are the TBS champion, the tag team champion.
Yes.
What, I'm trying to think of how I want to say this. What do you like more of, being like the solo of like going in there defending your title yourself, or teaming up with Harley, tag team champions? And which one is like, I'll say, what is different and which do you like about which one?
Yeah, I do really very much enjoy both. I obviously have not been a tag champion at AEW before because this is a new thing. We're the first ever.
Literally everyone has to say that except for you
exactly.
guys.
So, on one hand, it's really interesting to kind of be at the helm of that and kind of like pioneer it for the company. Like, we're kind of figuring this out for the division, like what it means to be the tag champs. And so I think that's always really exciting to work with Harley and kind of figure out what that means, like who's coming after us, how are we going to approach every day at work. But being the singles champ means also being prepared for being able to do it on my own. If somebody's coming after me and they want a title, which one is it? I just got to be prepared for anything. And I have been TBS champ before, so I'm a little more familiar with what this game is like, and have that under my belt, literally. But yeah, I think both are really exciting. I'm very proud to be both, and I look forward to defending both as much as I possibly can.
And then we need to get a women's trios championship, so then you can have all three.
Oh my God, that's a lot. I personally, I'm like, maybe we can even like invoke a little bit of the Freebird rule.
Yeah.
Because it does seem like we're getting into a lot of trio situations with the girls. Harley and I have got Stat. There's the Triangle of Madness. The Mega Bad just got this like giant woman to attack Harley and I, Lena Cross. So like, I guess that's another thing we got to worry about now. So I was like, oh, maybe if we did that, but I don't make the rules.
So, all right, Willow, I'm excited to see you tomorrow night. I know all of Sacramento is excited to see you at Memorial Auditorium. Very few tickets left that I saw. It's going to be a packed house. It's going to be a loud house. And I'm excited to see you. Yeah, so you can go to AEWTix.com or Ticketmaster to get your tickets. But if you can't make it in person, you could always watch AEW Dynamite on TBS or stream it on HBO Max. And then we've also got Collisions, and they're on TNT and also on HBO Max. And they can see you at Lazy Dog tonight. Yes, and tonight you can see me at Lazy Dog Restaurant and Bar. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for coming on with us, Willow. We really appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
All right. Nicely done, Chris. Nicely done. Willow seems very enjoyable. She seemed to enjoy the interview, and we could check that out and see it, too. Is that up yet on Sactown Sports?
It is on Sactown Sports YouTube page.
Well, there you go.
And Twitter page.
And Twitter as well. Well, a big event tonight. I know what you're going to be up to tonight as well. What we're going to be up to next is guest number 2. We had our first one. There was Chris with AEW's Willow Nightingale. Next up, UC Davis basketball coach Jim Les joins us right here on Sactown Sports.
Live and local.
With everything 49ers.
Intercepted by Fred Warner. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown! San Francisco! Lob ball. George went up and caught the ball. Touchdown!
The 49ers play on Sacktown Sports 1140.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
When life calls for a little extra, a kitchen upgrade, paying off debt, or that dream vacation, Valley Strong Credit Union is here to help. With a Valley Strong home equity loan, you can tap into your home's value with competitive rates, flexible terms, and local guidance you can trust. Get approved in as little as 5 minutes, with funding in as few as 5 days. Your goals are within reach. Visit valleystrong.com to get your offer today. Valley Strong Credit Union. Grow your possibilities. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 456506.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Woodland. Chad, what's going on for Ram Truck Month?
Get the new Ram you want at the most affordable price I've seen in years. You can lease a new 2026 Ram 1500 Laramie for as low as $399 a month for 39 months. That's $13,000 off MSRP on a brand new 2026 Ram truck.
Whoa, $399 a month? That feels like it can't be real.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive how we've been able to find all this savings. As a fifth-generation family-owned dealer, our goal has always been and continues continues to be to serve our customers and save them as much as possible.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HoblettDodge.com. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
13,000 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 1500 Laramie after 5,000 factory rebate and 7,000 dealer discounts. Rebates may include 2,000 select inventory cash on select inventory, $399 special lease with $29.95 due at signing, plus tax, license fees, and dealer accessories. Must finance through Stellantis. 7,500 miles per year, 30 cents per mile over for well-qualified buyers with 720 plus FICO score. Sample VIN 179105. MSRP 68,125. See dealer for details.
At InShape, we have a place for every kind of mover. The Sometimer, the early riser, the after-work grinder, the yogi, lifter, bodybuilder, walker, runner, swimmer, spinner, stretcher, rower, climber, jumper, dancer, boxer, sauna seeker, recoverer. Basically, if you walk, lift, stretch, or sweat, you belong at InShape. So whether it's your first time or your first time in a while, start the year strong and join today at InShape.com. Find a location nearest to you.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sep Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is. Live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sep Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sep's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sactown Sports 1140.
At Stockton Honda, we know how to honor a great deal. Like right now during our President's Day sales event. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, you can find star-spangled savings on some of our best models. Why not stop in today and see for yourself? Come celebrate at Stockton Honda and get huge savings on our giant selection. Plus top dollar for your trade.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
All right, show rolling right along here. Jason Ross with you. Carmichael Dave will be back next week enjoying some vacation time. As we continue each and every Wednesday at this time, you know what time it is. It's time to hear from the former King, the current head basketball coach at UC Davis, and our life coach, Jim Les. Coach, good morning. How are you?
Jason, how are you? Good morning.
I'm doing well. Let's see, it's 6:45. Already do the plunge this morning, or?
No, I'm going in after.
Okay.
Slept in a little bit today, so I'm going to try and go in after. I was going to ask you, what did you think of the new All-Star Weekend format?
Well, you've been a part of it. You've been in the three-point contest. Look, I think as a former player, you probably have better opinions on it than I do, but I've always kind of looked at it, Coach, as a showcase for the league, so I haven't been as bothered by maybe the lack of compete level, but I would say this time it was better. I think if you can get the players to invest in care, like Wembanyama is all in, like this guy competes. So I think if you get more guys like that, I think you're going to get some of the best players playing the best basketball, but it was better. I would say it was an improvement. I don't know what you thought.
Good. Yeah, I'm not a big fan other than the 3-point contest.
Yes.
So I did not watch, but I was kind of checking with my players, and they liked it. They really liked it. And we've got some international guys, so they like the flair of the international guys playing together. Yeah.
Dame Lillard came back to do the 3-point contest, though he's not cleared to play, and he won it. I guess it's going to bring Steph out next year. Can we have a Coach Les return to the 3-point contest?
No, I'm just gonna I'll just harbor that Miss Moneyball that cost a W back in the day. So I'll just keep that in the memory bank and stew about that every so often.
That is so funny. I mean, it's not unique to you, Coach. You know it. Like you've won many things as a coach, as a player. What is it about losses, though, or missed opportunities that I guess it's a human nature thing that, I mean, you could win every game and go 39-1, and you go, that one loss. It's like, wait, you won 39 games, or I did all this, but that one. What is it about that we kind of hang on to for some reason?
I think competitors, they strive for perfection, and you're probably never going to achieve complete perfection, but I think if you're striving towards that and that's your goal, and we talk about that with our team all the time, is, we know we're not going to be perfect, and dealing with mistakes and dealing with missed shots and dealing with, hey, I'm not playing well, and how to respond is part of the game, but also striving to be perfect. And so I think when you have a blemish like that, it sticks with you, it stays with you. But I remember the day of the contest, I was nervous because I was an over-preparer. And, the All-Star game that weekend was in Orlando, which was an unbelievable spectacle. They closed down Disney World, and all of our families got to be in Disney World and have that whole experience of, Disney. But I was nervous because I couldn't get in the gym the day of the game. And the late Drazen Petrovic, and he was very nervous like I was in terms of preparation. So we found some bad community center gym in a bad part of town in Orlando to go shoot the morning of. And that was our preparation. And I was blessed to get to know him, who, he passed away in that tragic car accident, and was an unbelievable player, but also an unbelievable person. So that's one of my fondest memories, is spending a morning with him, taking the cab ride over, finding the gym, and us rebounding for each other.
Whatever gym you could get in. I mean, that's resourceful right there, as we're talking with UC Davis basketball coach Jim Les. Coach, you split last week. You knew it would be tough to go to UC San Diego. You came back and won on the weekend. But 4 of your last 5 before the conference tournament, are on the road. And it's not unique to Davis. This is a thing in all sports. Why for you? Why for the Aggies has the road been that much more challenging than what you've been able to do at home?
Yeah, I just think for us, we've been really good at home, and it's being able to handle success. And I think sometimes there's a relapse. You win 2 in a row, you win 3 in a row, and you just assume that what you've done in the past is going to carry over. And the message we as a staff are trying to drive home is, as much as we want to learn from those successes, nothing we did yesterday affects today if we don't have the right mindset, right concentration. And this is a group that we've struggled with that, and we talk about being built for success. And sometimes adversity, a lot of people respond to reverse adversity really well. But it's being able to respond to success and having good things happen and stay locked in and stay with the fortitude that you need to have to go out on the road and win a game, which you look at the percentages in college basketball, and it's, 75-80% of teams win their home games. And so the challenge is great, especially 4 out of 5 here to close the season. I'm excited to see how this team reacts.
Right now, Coach, I look where you are in the conference standings. You're 5th. It's an okay spot. It could be better, could get worse. I mean, you're really on the tipping point. A good couple of weeks, and we could see you near the top, if not the top. A rough couple of weeks, and you go down the other way. Do you have a target of where you would like to see your squad going into the Big West tournament?
Well, that's a good question, Jason. We just talked yesterday in our film session of let's just stay in the moment. Because you could paralyze yourself with thinking about all the scenarios, and if we win, if we lose, if someone else wins and loses, and that can really distract you from the task at hand. So let's stay locked in on being great today, be a great teammate, work as hard as you can, be locked in, be focused, and let's stay in the moment. The other thing that creeps into this is, we've got 2 seniors. And I know towards the end of the year, seniors start thinking about, this is it. This is it for college basketball for me. And that can also be very distracting and take away from, someone's performance because they're kind of caught up in the emotion of the moment. So we're just trying to stay locked in into today. Let's have a great practice, continue to work hard, be a great teammate. And if we do that, and play our tail off, the chips are going to fall where the chips fall. But we don't want to look back and say, man, I wish I would have, or had regrets because we weren't as focused as we needed to be at the task at hand. And, that's playing Fullerton on Thursday night.
One last one for you, Coach. And this may be going against what you just said about kind of staying locked in, worrying about, this situation, not overanalyzing the future. But is it odd for you or even any of the players, just this is the last run at the Big West? We don't know how that'll all end for you this particular year, but this is the last time for the Aggies in the Big West before you guys head to the Mountain West. Is that any kind of storyline for you guys?
It really hasn't been. I haven't had any emotional feelings, which my wife would probably say that's probably normal for me. So, but there hasn't been that type of nostalgia, and I think part of that too is we have 9 new players on this team that never played in the Big West. I could see if you had a veteran team and we had a lot of freshmen that are seniors now that have been in the Big West every year. Now, there's no, I'm going to miss some of the relationships I have with coaches and some of the road trips and some of the routine you get into. But other than that, I'm super energized and charged about making the jump to the Mountain West and the challenge that represents. So looking forward to that when the season ends and attacking that.
Well, I know you're locked in for Fullerton first and then Riverside, 2 teams you beat at home. Now you got to go take care of business on the road. Coach, best of luck this week. And we will be following that, and then we look forward to talking to you again next week.
Thanks, Jason. Appreciate it. Have a great week.
All right, thanks. You too. Appreciate you. That is Coach Jim Less of the UC Davis Aggies, as 4 of their last 5 will be on the road. We'll see what the Aggies spot will be when they enter the Big West Conference Tournament. When we come back, the 7 o'clock hour, we got a lot to get to, including the impact of the resignation of Tony Clark. What will that mean for baseball's negotiations? Tiger has not ruled out a possible return to the Masters. But next, it's 3 for Badness. 3 questions, 3 answers. That is straight ahead.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Close your eyes. You're at the beach. The seagulls are calling. You take out your iPhone 16e you got from Cricket and use Apple Intelligence to clean up that selfie you just took. It's a good one. You send it to your friends instantly thanks to reliable nationwide 5G. They're totally jealous. Get iPhone 16e for $49.99 when you switch. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Requires new line on the Supreme Unlimited plan. First service charge and tax due at sale. $25 activation fee. Terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See store for details.
Need life insurance but have diabetes, high blood pressure, or on anxiety meds? If you're a 50-year-old male, even porky, or with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of life insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. For affordable term life insurance, call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-230-2777. 800-230-2777 or visit BigLou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. 800-230-2777.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Jeff's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to AutoZone, America's #1 battery destination, where Sammy, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. Looks like he just needs a charge. And Sammy does that for free too. In no time at all, Jeff is back on the road, ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hurry in and save big during Honda's President's Day sales event at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Hurry in and save on our best selection of new Hondas. Each is priced to sell now. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop for great pricing on a giant selection of new CRVs, HRVs, Civics, and Accords with low finance and lease options. Plus, get an instant cash offer for your trade. Get to Folsom Lake Honda or go to FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T levels is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Trust. It's the foundation of every business. With Better Business Bureau, you connect to a network of trusted partners who help you grow and improve your visibility. BBB accreditation signals to your customers that you value honesty and reliability. Show your commitment to integrity and excellence. Join a community that's dedicated to helping businesses thrive. Take the next step for your business. Join today. Visit bbb.org and discover how Better Business Bureau can help your business thrive.
KHDK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sac Sports 1140. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
All right, 7 o'clock hour is here. Our thanks to our first couple of guests. Christopher Law talked to AEW's Willow Nightingale. I just talked to UC Davis basketball coach Jim Less. That's 2 of our 5 guests in our Guestapalooza today. Jason Ross, Christopher Law with you. Carmichael Davis back next week.
And then Kyle is actually going to be interviewing Coach Carter at 8.
Kyle is?
Mm-hmm. We're all taking a stab at interviews today on the show.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do the stab it. Got him. Coach Carter is our next scheduled guest. 1 hour from now, Alonzo Carter, the new head coach at Sacramento State. His job is different today than it was when he signed up for it, but I know he's excited. Ross Dellinger, national college football writer, has really been covering this Hornet story and all of college football. We'll kind of ask him about what this means, the good, the bad of it, also where college football is going. I mean, it just feels like, it's an unheard of time. It feels a bit chaotic, and how will they restore order? And then at 9 o'clock, we're scheduled to have Katie Christensen, TV analyst for your Sacramento Kings. Speaking of the Kings, A.A. Ron, a regular and faithful listener, we appreciate you. A.A. Ron says, the Kings sent out their season ticket renewal notices yesterday. No mention of discounts or reduction for next season. Wild. Yeah, I saw that. We got ours. I'm trying to think of past times if that was ever done.
Unfortunately, I would say for a lot of...
Maybe it would stay stagnant.
For a lot of sports, when they're not doing well, the not raising prices is giving you a discount.
Yeah. As someone that was into A's tickets a year ago, one of the beefs, well, common beef, and I think it was more than fair. I went in with a buddy on tickets and very excited. Enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. But was seeing, Chris, it was a bit you would do on the show basically every game, most every game last year. We go, get in prices for A's and Reds tonight, $18. And you're going, we're paying more than that. And what's the benefit truly of paying? I mean, yeah, we've guaranteed a seat, but what's the benefit of that besides that? So this year, they basically allowed you to move around at roughly the same price that you paid, or at the same price. And there were some advantages to that. We elected to kind of stay in our same general area. But, I mean, I still see them advertising for tickets at a very, very, very low rate. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm with you, A.A. Ron.
The opening series I'm seeing against the Astros get in prices around $100.
So that's above the season ticket price.
That's for opening night. And then, like, if you go on that Sunday, you could get in for $50.
Okay.
And then once I go to the next series, the Rangers and the A's on Monday, you can get a seat for $25.
Now, I don't know if this would have worked. I remember there was a time last year. I don't know. I can't remember the exact timeline of this, but I remember the A's put out some sort of release, like put down I want to say it was like $100 deposit or 20. It might have been whatever it was to kind of get on the waiting list. Well, obviously there wasn't this huge demand, but was able to get that. And then I was never doing it as an investment, and obviously it never turned out to be an investment. But Chris, I would say about this time last year, after getting the tickets, I had a friend that was telling me, man, look at what the prices are for Giants A's. Look at what they are for Yankees A's. Look at what these tickets are going for, like further down in the year. And I had no interest in selling tickets, but I wonder if at that time I had done that, if that would have been the time to make the profit. And I don't know if people were buying tickets at those prices, but some of them were 4 and 5x the price. And you're going, man, is this going to be a big investment? And it proved not to be. But for example, this year, have you looked at the Dodger ones the other day? You were telling me, and I was like, whoa, those are pretty.
Let me see. I'm on here now, so let me just look at the first Giants A's game.
I think that's in May.
And cheapest ticket is $131 lawn seat.
Lawn is $131?
Yeah, for an actual seat, it's $192.
Okay, so I don't know that we'll remember that.
Hey, you know what, Giants fans? I'm going to tell you a secret. If you go to San Francisco to watch them, it's a lot cheaper.
I'm wondering if, okay, I'll try to remember these figures. 131 lawn, 192 regular seat. Don't you think, what is that, May something, that they'll be cheaper?
For Giants, I don't know.
Okay. I mean, remember, Chris, we were seeing games last year at like $10.
Yeah.
$15.
But I mean, like, that's a
White Sox.
I don't get like the Giants being, because they're not far away. And if you're a Giants fan, you like going to the Giants stadium.
I know, but let's say you live in Roseville and you're like, Giants are my team. And you're like, I just have to drive 15 minutes as opposed to 2 hours, hour and a half. What's the not Yankees,
Yankees
probably about the same.
Lawn is $116 for a seat. It's $158.
Okay.
And you were asking about Dodgers, which will be the first ticket. One.
There's only one.
181 on the lawn.
Wow.
274.
Wow.
For a seat.
Wow. Not ready for that. Okay. But again, we'll see if that.
God, we're going to see a bunch of stupid Dodger fans walking around the stadium.
3 days.
We won last year. We have Shohei Ohtani.
If one of those 3 games he pitches, that ticket's going to be big.
Dave loves L.A. Dave loves it.
It would be hilarious if he got hurt and he did a warm-up stint in Sacramento.
As a River Cat? That's pretty funny. It's like he actually made it here, but he was playing against the River Cats. All right, 3 for Madness, question 1.
See, you didn't think it was going to be funny, but it turned out funny.
It did.
Question number 1.
Yeah.
There has been a lot of talk lately about tanking. What do you think the NBA should do? Do you have a fix?
Let me ask the commish.
Are we seeing behavior that is worse this year than we've seen in recent memory? Yes, is my view, and which was what led to those fines, and not just those fines, but to my statement that we're going to be looking more closely at the totality of all the circumstances this season in terms of teams' behavior, and very intentionally wanted teams to be on notice.
All right. That is a concerned Adam Silver at the All-Star break talking about tanking. It's an issue. He cares about it. Who was it yesterday? Mark Cuban basically came out and said, no, the league should be embracing tanking.
Then he admitted to tanking.
Yeah.
Which I thought was like, whoa, I don't think you're supposed to admit that.
I saw a couple of quotes. I didn't get into the whole thing. Did you get why was he saying the league should embrace tanking?
It was basically like it's the quickest way to
get better, or can be the quickest way
to get better. The funny thing he said, which I'm sure the league wouldn't like, is like, hey, no one's going to remember these games anyways, so like you shouldn't care about teams tanking. The one thing that he did say that I 100% agree with is if you want the sport to grow, you have to take care of the affordability for the fans.
Yeah. And I think that, yes, you're right, because I saw that quote. It was let's worry less about tanking than the affordability for the fans that can actually get into that game. But I think they kind of go together in one sense, because maybe the owners want to keep those ticket prices higher, but the way to keep your ticket prices higher is to have competitive games every night and to have your stars playing as many games as possible.
The bad thing is they can have their cake and eat it too. Like if you're someone like me that hates high prices and refuses to go to games if they're over $100, if your team is terrible, you can get really good deals on tickets. So you're actually, the team isn't losing money because they've already sold the ticket to somebody. The person that's losing out on it is the person selling their tickets that they already bought.
I have seen a lot of people, Chris, come up with tanking ideas. There was one, I think, through like Bill Simmons.
Did you hear Dave's?
On Friday?
Yeah.
No.
It was absolutely insane.
Okay. Do you remember what it was?
It was basically if you're in one of the top 10 teams, then the next...
Or bottom 10?
Bottom 10 teams, you cannot make the playoffs the next year. And so the next season, if you're the best team in that bottom 10, then you get the number one pick. It's I think it was the top 3 teams get the first 3 picks of the draft from the bottom 10 teams. And then also you get to go up, and the 3 bottom teams that were on top last season go down to the bottom 10 that can't make the playoffs the next season.
I think the league is worrying about this too much.
Yeah.
Is my feeling. They flattened the lottery.
Like that, your teams are already getting punished. Like how many times have we done the draft, the mock draft lottery where the Kings don't get the number one pick?
Right. And even if they do, even if they are fortunate, like they took a huge hit this year. Like with the last 26 games, I don't know what the largest game attendance will be. So they're going to lose some money, and I'm not saying they should. They just will. It'll be a fact. There's public, Kings are a joke, the disgrace you get for losing. And the interesting thing is the amount of teams that seemingly are wanting to be down there is because it's a great draft. That's the drive of these teams that want to do this. But I think when you have an alleged great draft, you also find, I think, more of the misses, if that makes sense. I'm going back to 2018. Kings fans know this well. It ends up being one of the great drafts in recent memory. Number 1 was Ayton. He's been good. And I'm probably being nice. He's been good. He's been on multiple teams. Marvin Bagley, less than that. Less production, I would say, than Ayton. 3rd was Luka, who was traded on draft day, but now has been traded again. Great. Legendary player. Jaren Jackson Jr., very good. All-star player, been traded now. Trae Young, all-star, good player. But is the best player the 11th player in that draft, which was SGA? So the point is, like, the top was like, man, you got to get Ayton or Luka. Like, these were 2 of the top, what people thought at the time, right? Ayton was almost 95% of the people said that is the number 1 pick in the draft. So if you look at drafts, what happens? The top player that's going is what the people think is really the top player at that minute, and with projections to what we think. But Ayton is not the best player in that draft. Not even the second best. Not even the 3rd. Not even the 4th. But all those draft experts thought he was.
And you said it before, if the Kings would have drafted the SGA, people would have lost their minds.
Absolutely killed him for it.
What are you doing? You've got these many great players in the draft, and you pick him?
Now, this will be a terrible example, but I think this is the way you should draft. But I'm going to give you a really bad example. Excuse me. The draft, the Sacramento Kings selected Papagiannis. Okay, insert joke here. Terrible pick. Yes. What they did in that draft, though, was draft on what they believed. Vlade thought, that Papagiannis, and a lot of people had him in mock drafts at like 30, 40. So drafted him way higher than he was supposed to. Easy to rip him because of the reach. But my thought is, if you believe in someone, that's when you take them. So, to Chris's point, on an extreme the other way would be if the Kings at 2 thought, yeah, mock drafts have Bagley 2, 3. He was in that range. Luka maybe. But if they thought SGA was going to be the best player, you take him. You take him. They would have been ripped for it. They would have been right. They got ripped for the Papagiannis. The people that ripped him were right. So if you believe in someone, you do it. I think the whole tanking thing is a league issue that they are concerned about. I'm afraid that they might do something so drastic that I just go, what are you doing? And like I said, I think people in the industry, Silver himself said he doesn't think the next 2 years are as good of a draft class. I don't know that we'll be talking about tanking as much the next 2 years. I think this is particularly a good draft. I think you got some teams that are struggling and have made some moves. But look, the league has already flattened the draft lottery. They put the 65-game limit to get awards. They've added 2 play-in teams to try to, get more teams competing for the 9th and the 10th spot. They've done, I think, about everything you can. And I don't know how much more tinkering I would do because unless they want to lower the amount of games, which I don't think they're going to do, again, back to greed and money. So I kind of think.
Pop really ruined the league.
What did?
Pop did.
Yeah.
With his rest.
Yeah. And they were successful. They won when he benched some of his star players. But they also probably need to do more studying on, and I know there's the old school guys, we used to play, back-to-backs and no charter. Yes, but the pace is fast. Like, is there something about the mileage they're putting on themselves at the pace of the game now that, can you eliminate back-to-backs? Can you lengthen out the schedule? I think there's other things to get your best players playing that they probably have to do a bunch of research on and come up with.
Unfortunately, I think the toothpaste is out of the bottle. Like, even if you were to drop it down to like 65 games, like the season 65, you're still going to have people resting.
Absolutely. I would, because
especially, the really big thing is the playoffs are it's about a third of the season.
Yes, and it's the biggest thing they play for. So they're trying to make the cup a bigger thing, and they're kind of interested in it. I think you either have to weigh the schedule in some other way where, this Thursday game the Kings have against the Magic means something more than just, hey, I want to win and not lose in front of my own fans. I don't know if that's their priority. And it's the one sport that they seem to care the most about it. Football, if you come in last, you get the first pick. They don't care. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get to question number 2.
Question 2.
With today being the first day of Lent, what is one thing in sports that you would be willing to sacrifice or give up?
Yeah, for those of you that Chris, do you partake in Lent?
No.
I did my time. You'll see people, several people today probably walking around. If you see like an ash or a mark, hey, you've got they know.
No, what I like to do is lick my thumb and, hey, let me help you out here.
You got a little something there.
They really appreciate it.
They totally appreciate that. I don't know. Is there something you'd be willing to sacrifice or give up in the world of sports?
You know what? I've thought about this long and hard.
Oh, it's got an answer.
I'm willing to give up baseball.
I don't like your answer. I don't like that call. Not a very good call. You can also take on something. It's not just sacrificing or giving up. You can take on something
that
for
is
the
a great
greater
point.
good. Maybe you could take on baseball.
I think I'll start watching more New Japan Wrestling.
You haven't been watching it?
I've just been in and out. More CMLL.
You know how to be willing to give up? Probably in the minority on this. Replay. Yeah. Do we need it? Do we need it?
There have been some astonishing VAR calls in soccer where it's just like, what are we doing? Yeah. Like, this isn't even soccer anymore. Yeah. Like, you are just taking this over.
I'm guessing it's probably changed the way officiating has gone a little bit, knowing that you have the not luxury, but the availability of replay. I've been in the camp of either like it's all replay, everything. Let's get every call completely right, or just throw it out.
Like, we've all been told it's like, this is to get rid of those calls that are like absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. Like, if you're looking at it for 3 minutes, then it's not obvious. You have to go with the call on the field.
Yeah, and look, I don't, if it's my team that gets it, I don't like it. I don't like it. Man, that was such a missed call. It might have been. But I don't know why we put our officials in a different category than the players or coaches themselves. I mean, isn't Chris, to you, an egregious missed call? I missed this blatant pass interference, the same as the guy that holds, that eliminates the 65-yard touchdown run?
Yeah, and how many games have we seen with the Kings where it's a no call that's absolutely ridiculous, and you can't challenge it because there's no call made.
Oh, no call made, or that's unreviewable. It's like, well, what's the point? Like, to me, it's either go all in on the process, which I think our games would take forever, but it's like, hey, every call was technically accurate, or ban it. So that's something I would be willing to give up. They're not going to. It's not going to happen. But I think if you had a guy that had the worst safe out call ever at home, that guy was totally safe. Probably was. But shortstop making that big error, it's like, well, they make mistakes. Of course they do. Of course. Anyway, question 3.
Question 3.
Now that it's been another day to evaluate the news that Sacramento State has jumped to the FBS as a member of the MAC, what do you think now?
More of the same. I mean, there's plenty of people that have thoughts and takes and think pieces and good, this is great, this is the best thing they've ever done, to this is the worst thing. I don't know. I think the more I think about it, look, and we talked to Mark Orr yesterday. We'll talk to Alonzo Carter today. And part of it, too, for me, I'm sure I'm too close to this. My general feeling is I'm very excited. I really am. I think as someone that's called games for Sac State for a long time, I'm looking forward to the new stadiums, the schedule when that comes out, where the Hornets going, who's coming here, seeing new teams, learning about the MAC. But I think about this as the long game, and maybe the long game for some of us that's way past us all being around. Like, this is an investment in the school's future. Now, investments are that. Like, sometimes they pan out, sometimes they don't. I think there's a risk to this for sure. But the Mountain West, as Mark Orr said yesterday, it's not a sign-up. They didn't want or didn't accept Sac State. Pac-12, the Hornets had desires to go there. You have to get invited. You can't just sign up on the sign-up sheet and say, we're here, we're ready. They didn't elect to bring him in. But I think the long term is get into the FBS while there's an opportunity. This was their opportunity, and we can all debate whether that was the right opportunity. They paid to do it. It's a hefty payment. But if you look at some other schools, what was it? Memphis a couple years ago wanted to pay $200 million to go into the Big 12. The Big 12 didn't take it. SMU foregoed some of the money in the ACC for 9 years. So a longer term. Now, I would argue they've got probably a lot more money than Sac State. That's fine. But it's how bad do you want it? The Hornets obviously want it. They got up there. We'll learn over time. Is this price too much? Was it too high? Did they get into the right time? Was getting in the FCS the right move and a stroke of genius? Or is it something that was really detrimental to the school? We're all going to see how this plays out in real time. But I think the desire to get there was by the president and the school. And then now the end game to me is I don't see this as a 10 years from now they're in the MAC, but in 10 years from now or 6 years, 7 years, whatever, are they in the Pac-12 then? Are they in the Mountain West? Are they in the newly formed Western League? That's at the highest level. Then you go, they invested in their future, probably did fine enough in the MAC, and parlayed that into something else that would have never happened if they were a member of the Big Sky. So what will the cost be of the next team that moves up? Will there be more teams that move up? Will this flatline? I don't know.
Also, I don't think people have really talked how the FBS schools have been pushing to keep the lower schools, the FCS schools, out.
100%.
So it's one of those things of, okay, we need to make a decision quick or we could be left out.
Yeah, so to Chris's point, I'll pick a school. I'll pick Michigan. Michigan is on the highest levels, let's say, of FBS. And I gave this example yesterday. It's going to be just a flat, as easy numbers example as possible. But if there are 100 FBS teams and they're sharing $100 million of profit, well, logic tells you each team gets $1 million. The second you add a new team in, now there's 101 teams, 102 teams. That $100 million is now less per school. So it's greed. The schools don't want to share as much of that. And Michigan's probably going, we are not Sac State. And they're not. But now Sac State is at an equivalent level to them. And so teams like the Big Ten are probably mad at this. The ACC schools are mad at this.
The Big Ten that has 37 teams in it.
That from Rutgers to UCLA, but everybody's complaining about Sac State being in the MAC, or Northern Illinois and Hawaii are in the same conference. It's weird everywhere. It's not exclusive to Sac State and the MAC. But being in there is going to be a financial boost at some point for the Hornets. Now, they got to pay for it first. Now, the thing is, can they handle all that churning of it, and where will it end? And then what's the next step? And that's what we're going to ask Ross Dellinger at 8:30. Like, you got to believe maybe some of these power schools are frustrated with that and go, yeah, we're splitting off into some mega FBS Premier League, let's say, power of 10, 20, 30 teams. And then we're kind of back to that subdivision and another subdivision. So who knows how this will all shake out, but this was the window. This was the opportunity that Sac State saw. They took it. And from this point on, yeah, they're going to be evaluated on whether it was the right move or not. We'll see. The time will tell. But I'm excited about it. See how they do in the MAC, see what that looks like, see them on national TV a little bit more, see who they schedule in their non-league games. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun for our community, and see what the community thinks of it overall as far as ticket sales and attendance. And does it have an impact? Do they go backwards? We'll find out. I'd love to project. I don't know. I just don't know. It's going to be fun to see. All right, that was 3 questions, 3 answers, and 3 for madness. When we come back, we got a whole bunch of stuff we'll kind of cover from the variety of sports, including Tiger Woods not ruling out a possible return to the Masters this year. A little sports hodgepodge coming your way next on Sactown Sports.
Number 1 sports lineup in Sacramento.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt George, and Kayla Anderson. The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
Every weekday live and local 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Online at SactownSports.com or download the app right on your phone. Your number 1 source for all your Northern California sports. Sacktown Sports 1140.
Hey there, Jason Ross here to tell you about Gonzalez Law. Jonathan Gonzalez, that's the lawyer I've been talking about. Had a chance to get to know him over the years. And first and foremost, good dude, good guy, lives here in the community. One of us is what I would consider him. And he's good at his craft. I think that's important if you're looking for someone to represent you. You want someone that cares, that's dedicated, that's worked at it, that is local, and wants what's best for you, and will go to bat for you, really, here, if you're thinking about it. So whether it's criminal defense you might need, whether you've been involved in an auto accident and you need some help, something work-related, wrongful termination case, sexual harassment case, give him a call, 916-304-9187, saclegaldefense.com. Also, where he's specialized, expungements. That's where you've got something that's on your record and you want it removed, and you need help with that, maybe to get some rights back, to just get your life back in order to feel better about yourself. Well, he's specialized in that and has been able to do those expungements for many, many years. He can help you as well. Dedicated trial lawyer with an undefeated record of results in 2016, 17, 18, and 19, and expects to do more of the same in years to come. No case is too big. No case is too small. He is here to help. It's Gonzalez Law. Jonathan Gonzalez, SacLegalDefense.com, 916-304-9187.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Ready to free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business empowers leaders with smart business buying tools, leaving time to focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future at AmazonBusiness.com. This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
At InShape, we have a place for every kind of mover. The Sometimer, the early riser, the after-work grinder, the yogi, lifter, bodybuilder, walker, runner, swimmer, spinner, stretcher, rower, climber, jumper, dancer, boxer, sauna seeker, recoverer. Basically, if you walk, lift, stretch, or sweat, you belong at InShape. So whether it's your first time or your first time in a while, start the year strong and join today at InShape.com. Find a location nearest to you.
When life calls for a little extra, a kitchen upgrade, paying off debt, or that dream vacation, Valley Strong Credit Union is here to help. With a Valley Strong home equity loan, you can tap into your home's value with competitive rates, flexible terms, and local guidance you can trust. Get approved in as little as 5 minutes, with funding in as few as 5 days. Your goals are within reach. Visit valleystrong.com to get your offer today. Valley Strong Credit Union. Grow your possibilities. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 456506.
The only place in the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Yeah, Jason Ross here, Christopher Laud. We've already had a couple of guests on the show. It's been fun talking. Chris talking with AEW's Willow Nightingale. We had a chance to discuss UC Davis Hoops weekly at 6:45 with Jim Les. Coming up in 30 minutes from now, Sacramento State football coach Alonzo Carter, the Hornets, heading to the MAC. What does that mean for him? It's a different job for him today than it was when he signed up for this job, but we know he's had dreams of being the Hornets coach. And Ross Dellinger will break down more of those financials. A lot of concerns about the monies the Hornets are putting out there, but just also what will this mean for them being in the MAC? What's their future? What's college football's future? He's from Yahoo Sports. He will join us a little bit later than Katie Christensen at 9. So we got a lot still to come your way. A couple people on our chat line. Let's see, where do we have here? We're talking about the A's and the Dodgers. We got someone here. I got lawn seats for $99 for the Dodgers. So they're already in. They're getting their tickets now. Again.
Oh, man, I'm out of cash.
This is one of those where I go, is this a smart move? Did they buy early and win in that? Or will those lawn seats come around and be cheaper then? I don't know. It's a little bit like some of the stuff we're talking about with Sac State. We don't know yet. I know Russell was in here being very critical, which is fine, of apparently Sac State got fleeced super hard and is going to lose an absurd amount of money. They're paying for all the other teams' airfare for their travels to Sac, LOL. They didn't just pay, they forfeited revenue sharing as well. Yes, factually, they did. They will not have revenue sharing. They are paying a hefty price. That is a deal that the MAC and Sac State agreed to. So basically, if you look at that, I think each school is going to get about $1.5 million. That's probably why they elected to do it. That was the price of doing business. Yeah, this will be a case study. We'll find out if this disruptive marketing was productive for the Hornets or a fatal move. I don't know that, but I know they are excited about moving up. I think they are going to do everything school-wise now. Kind of when you make the bold move to do it, I think everything from that point on is to try to validate your decision. Now, sometimes that's where you get burned. Other times that's where you thrive. So, again, I'm going to keep saying this. We will find out in real time. And I know they've got some numbers that the school put out. I don't know how you quantify some of these things, but I do know that there will be a benefit of being in the FBS. Is it enough of a financial benefit? Again, back to the unknown, the uncertainty of that. I think the Hornets will do just fine in the MAC. I think there might even be a time where we see them at the top part of the division or competing and getting in a bowl game. There is financial benefits of that. There are even some stipulations, I believe, in some of the wording of the contract that, I think the MAC TV deal is up in 2027. And if that deal changes, now the Hornets can maybe be a part of something that changed. Doesn't mean it will change. If it does, what's the benefit of being on a Tuesday night exclusively on ESPN? That's something the school is relying on. I don't know how you quantify it in numbers, but there is a benefit. So we shall see, though. Recruiting will be a little different. They hope attendance and upgrades, but of the money they have spent and are going to spend, I still think the biggest ticket item that is out there by far is the stadium. Whether it's on campus, whether it's with Cal Expo, whether it's something with the Republic down the line. There are a couple of options here that the Hornets could go with, but that is a massive, massive number compared to $23 million, which is a lot. It's a lot, but as I told you earlier, SMU paid a lot to go into the ACC. Memphis offered $200 million to go into the Big 12, and the Big 12 turned them down. What was it? Fresno State had to pay $30 million to get out of the conference. San Diego State, $17 million to get out of the Pac-12, or to get out of the Mountain West and into the Pac-12. It's scary. It's the price of doing business in college sports. And a lot of these universities will tell you, Alabama, for instance, I remember seeing this special on 60 Minutes, I don't know how many years ago, where they were saying Nick Saban's getting paid $10 million, and he's worth it. He's worth more. What he means, the front porch of the university is sports. And yes, I believe all of that. I mean, Alabama's different than Sacramento State. We can all acknowledge that. But what is the true price of having a sports program? And I know there's people out there. I've witnessed this where, even the Kings trying to stay and people raising money. And there'll be people go, we should be spending that on schools. We should be spending that on streetlights and on improvements in hospitals. Maybe yes. Maybe that's the way society should be, but it's not. These are from different funds for the school. Would the university be better off investing in sports or in a brand new chemistry building? I think the sports is going to do more for the program, for the school. I really do. Some people will disagree with that. That's totally fine. UC Davis, here locally, is renowned, one of the great veterinary schools in the nation. And I think if you know that, you go there, you're going to do that. But if they build like the best football program, best baseball program, I think in the long term that gets them more socially aware, more people driving and wanting to go there. That probably is a larger benefit. I mean, there's an argument to be made for both. What is the right answer? Someone will do a thesis on that for sure at some point. All right, we got more of that coming up. We're going to talk to Coach Carter coming up at 8. Let's get to some other things that are going on in the world of sports. We mentioned this earlier. I don't know what the interest level is on this, but you have two past legends, Ronda Rousey, Gina Carano. They're going to be meeting up in, May 16th to return to MMA. That might be a draw, might not for some of you. They're older fighters now and been retired for a while, have stopped. We also have Tiger Woods. To me, always pushes the needle as far as golf goes. Here was Tiger yesterday on the possibility of a return to the Masters.
Final thing with you in regards to your recovery. Is the Masters off the table for you?
No.
How long was that pause? Let me see if I can count that.
Final thing with you in regards to your recovery. Is the Masters off the table for you?
No.
6.5? That's a long pause. Wow. For me, I love it. I'm a fan of Tiger. It's less of, I don't know him. I can separate, the athlete, or like Dave would say, the art from the artist. We can all make our judgments, certainly on different things, past transgressions. Sure. He has entertained the heck out of me as a golfer. And I still think one of the great sports feats of all time, really, honestly, of all time, was him coming back and winning the Masters, 22, 21, 23, somewhere there, a few years back. Have no expectations of winning, of doing that, but if he's in, I'm in. I'm in the Masters anyway. I'm watching that. But it's more interesting with Tiger around. I think he's 50, 51, something like that. I know I read about him. He's like his knee and some of those things are much better. It's now more about his back. That's still bothering him in his recovery. But, I mean, surgery after surgery, the auto accident, just he's working on different parts here, basically. But, I would be intrigued. I would be intrigued if he played for 2 days and shot 8 over. It would just be to watch him out there at Augusta. And that's the one course I've always felt, and he proved that. Like I said, back in, I don't remember the exact year, 22 or 23, that he knows it so well. His mental game is as good as his actual game when his game is on. And that's, since it's the same course, he knows the tricks, knows how to handle it, and knows where to go with his shots the best he can. And if he can execute, he could be in it. And that Sunday that he won, he just watched others fall apart, and he won. And that was one of the great moments I've ever seen. And so he's a legend. He always will be. And if he wants to play, good for him. If he can't, I get it. But still all in on the Masters. But if Tiger's in, I think that's even better. So there you go. We still have more to get to when we come back. We were talking about this earlier, but want to do a little bit of more of a dive in it because Tony Clark, the impact of him being, a part of the Major League Baseball Players Association, basically the lead guy in the negotiations. We know coming up, the scheduled lockout or collective bargaining agreement, let's say, the lockout hasn't happened, you don't schedule one, but December 1st is the end of the collective bargaining agreement of this year. They'll play one more baseball season, and everyone thinks, like, this isn't like, maybe they can dodge it. The owners want a salary cap. The players want no part of it. They are far, far apart. Sport probably needs it, and who will now be negotiating the impact of that? Let's get into that a little bit before we get to Coach Carter. That's coming your way next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to A to Z Savings, our biggest sale of the year.
Happy to be here. Can I get some rotors?
Would you like brake pads with that?
How much are the brake pads?
Free with Duralast rotors.
Free? Really?
Really? Free.
I also need some oil.
Would you like an oil filter with that?
Yeah. How much is that?
Free with the oil.
Free? Really?
Really. Free. It's part of A to Z Savings with hundreds of deals.
From A to free.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Ends March 9th. Restrictions apply.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. Chad, what's happening for Ram Truck Month?
If you've been looking for the right hard-to-find Ram heavy duty, Hoblet has it, and at the price that works for you. Right now, save up to $12,500 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 2500s and 3500s. Plus, with over 400 new Rams available, you're going to find what you need at Hoblet.
Heavy duty seemed to be a strong point for Hoblet.
Absolutely. We are the only dealer in the area full of truck people. One of the many reasons we are consistently one of the top Ram truck dealers in the nation, and one of the only certified Ram truck centers in the entire country. You won't find a better combination of service and affordability in California.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$12,500 toll net savings on select new 2026 Ram 2500 Laramie after $3,500 factory rebates and $9,000 dealer discounts. Rebates may include $2,000 select inventory bonus cash on select inventory, $500 on the job upfit. Must show eligible upfit. 5 of the net savings. See dealer for details.
Hi,
Hey, Flo here to say that Progressive knows that life can change quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, like when I have to take my ex off my policy.
Oh, sorry. But yes, we can do that.
And can you send them a message and tell them that they have trust issues that they need to work on?
We don't really get in the middle of these conflicts.
Also, can you let him know that I was faking interest in his band and it's probably time to grow up?
I'm not going to do it. Just know that with Progressive, you can easily make changes to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Also, I'm staying in touch with his mom because she's absolutely lovely.
Bad idea.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
At Stockton Honda, we know how to honor a great deal. Like right now during our President's Day sales event. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, you can find star-spangled savings on some of our best models. Why not stop in today and see for yourself? Come celebrate at Stockton Honda and get huge savings on our giant selection, plus top dollar for your trade.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
2 iconic comedians, one night of laughs. David Spade, Dana Carvey.
In 1998, they invented the cordless mic. Now let me just, listen, Paramount Theater, let's not jump on trends.
Even in the best marriage, at one point, you look over and go, not my best choice.
Friday, February 27th, the venue at Thunder Valley. Tickets on sale now at visitthundervalleyresort.com. David Spade and Dana Carvey together.
Carmichael Dave.
He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
Thanks to regular listener, chatter, Troy Perry. Tiger won in 2019. I don't know why I thought 2022. Thank you. That's right. One of the great moments in sports when Tiger won the Masters. God, that's been that long ago. His 5th win. He won the Masters in 97, 2001, 2002, 2005, and then 2019. Head coach of Sacramento State football, Alonzo Carter, scheduled to join us in about 15 minutes. Ross Dellinger next hour as well. Talk about the Hornets' move to the MAC. Someone on our text line, can you explain what the MAC is? Sure. The Mid-American Conference. As Chris said, middle of America. North and south, not east and west is what people look at it. North and south on the map. Sacramento, right in the middle.
Yeah, Sacramento, Ocean City, Maryland.
Yeah.
Nebraska something. Omaha, Nebraska.
Ish. Even though those teams aren't in the MAC, but Sacramento is now. With teams like, it's a coast-to-coast league. UMass, Buffalo, New York, Sacramento.
I did someone make a point of how the West Coast teams in the ACC aren't doing well because they have to travel so far, and same for the West Coast teams in the Big Ten, and saying, like, if somehow they could create their own conference where they're playing each other, so they don't have to have those travel problems.
This argument I've seen, to me, it's similar to when people have complained about, man, I have to have Hulu, I have to have Peacock, I have to have Amazon, it was almost like, I wish they could have like them, like when they had cable. It's like, yeah, we had it. Now you might have to buy your HBOs or whatever, but it's like it was all in one spot. I don't know. we'll see where this goes. We'll ask Ross Dellinger more of that because I think that's more of a national scope. Obviously, Coach Carter, we're going to ask him about the local scope of this and the Hornets and the move. And if you saw him, we know he's a dancer, former backup dancer for MC Hammer. Coach was getting down the other day with the players in the weight room when they announced and got word that they were moving to the MAC. They were very, very excited. All right, so this is going to be a story that, we're kind of getting out in front of, but it's going to be a major story for baseball. And as this will be a good thing because Chris is no longer a baseball fan. I am still a baseball fan. So, Chris, it'll do absolutely nothing to you to see baseball miss time. Like, you won't care. I will. And I don't see at the moment in February how they're going to avoid it because in December, the collective bargaining agreement will come to an end. Why this story is coming up now. Yesterday, Tony Clark, the chief, basically the chief of the Major League Baseball Players Association, resigned. That didn't look good. Then you hear it's about kind of some infidelity, something going on with his sister-in-law. It's like, all right, I care less about that. Then why is he resigning? And that's why, I guess. But, like, what's going to happen next? And apparently the next guy in line, let me see, I wrote his name down here. Bruce Meyer is the union's legal negotiator. And yesterday, to the 30 representatives or so of the Major League Baseball teams, 3 or 4 complained. Like, yeah, we're not so much a fan of him. Now, that might be because he's a tough negotiator, might be his personality. I don't know the answer to that. But I think we can throw all that out because of what the argument is. This isn't like, hey, we're looking for a 51-49 split. We're looking for this and that. No, this is a major, major separation. Major League Baseball owners, again, this happens a lot in sports, are doing something to save themselves from themselves because they are the ones that have overspent on some of these players and given out some of these incredible long-term contracts. And we have a team like the Dodgers that have navigated the system beautifully and have the best team you could possibly get. But basically, the owners are going to be in demand for a salary cap. And the players are like, no. Why should we restrict the amount of money we make? I can see both sides. I think both sides make sense. But I think there's a need for a cap. Players don't want it. Owners do. I think the owners aren't, free of guilt here. But, Chris, this is going to get awfully messy and bad, and I will be surprised if they don't miss time, and that's bad for the sport.
The thing I always hate about these things is the owners come out and say, like, hey, this can't last, we can't do this, we need to make a change here, and the players always say, okay, well, then open the books.
Right.
And then it's always, we can't really show you anything. So it's never like negotiating on good terms.
Yeah, and the weird part about the sport, the way it is right now, like there's the discrepancy in salary is just ridiculous. Is what Dodgers, Yankees, Mets, Cubs, whatever, spend on teams versus A's, Pirates, Rays. Now, it doesn't always correlate in, hey, this team spent more, they won. This team spent less, they couldn't win. But there are some connections to that.
I'll say that money doesn't make you a better team.
Right.
But what money does is help you fix your mistakes.
Correct. And that's part of the problem is I think owners or their general managers have made mistakes. And it's like, well, fix my mistakes. Yeah, we'll throw more money at it. But I think there needs to be I don't think a cap is ridiculous to have expectations for. But, they have done some things one way for a long time. So it's a culture shock to players. I think the high-end players think, don't put a restriction on what I can make. Okay, but it's like the best player in baseball right now, Shohei Ohtani, has such a team-friendly deal. It's ridiculous. And I think that case study I'm going to wonder about, like I can't remember how far out their payments were. Isn't it like 2047 or something like crazy?
I want to say he gets paid $2 million for the term of the contract.
And then afterwards, that's massive.
When he gets.
But like Bobby Bonilla still getting paid is just silly. But like today's money, you're like, hey, every July 1st, Bobby Bonilla is getting $1 million. Okay, in today's terms, it's a lot of money for all of us. But you're like, okay.
That's not hurting your budget.
It's not. But if that was Bobby Bonilla on July 1st of 2026 was getting $35 million because they backloaded everything. That's a culture shock to the team.
See, the bad thing about all of this too is the Dodgers are most likely going to get their and once they get everything worked out, the Dodgers are going to get all their contracts grandfathered in to where other teams can't match them.
Right. And it'll even be more unfair.
Yeah.
And so, what is the solution here? How does this work? I think about it locally for baseball. Look, I talked about it. I've loved watching the A's play here. They were scheduled to be 3, maybe 4 years here. Are we going to get 2?
I mean, I think to make it the most fair, they should just get rid of the Dodgers to begin with. Just start with that. So like, hey, you know what? We're taking all your players. Shohei Ohtani gets to go to one team a year, and we've got it fixed. And then you guys, owner of the Dodgers, you still have to pay Shohei Ohtani.
Who says no?
I would become the, and then like I'm going to say, oh, and also, by the way, most you could charge for tickets is $50. Immediately, I am the most popular commissioner in all of sports.
How are you in LA?
Oh, no, LA hates me. Oh, no.
Oh, like the most amount of people hate you? And it's not just your LA, the Dodger fans everywhere.
Hey, they still get the Angels.
That's your party gift?
Yeah. Okay, like
they got more angry.
I can meet you guys in the middle. Dodgers, you cease to exist. But just like what the former commissioner said, go to Angels games. They're cheaper.
Wow. Send your letters and your calls and your texts. Does anybody send a
and your
letter
congratulations
to Chris Verlade? I think about this on the A's part locally. I hope it's not just 1 year left of baseball here. If it is, I'm going to enjoy this last year. I don't know how long this. I anticipate there being a lockout. I've said this, and again, if you're not a baseball fan, you're not. I'm not trying to get you to be a baseball fan. I'm just talking about the scope of the sport. Right now, I think there's as good of players as we've had in a long, long time. Judge and Ohtani are phenomenal, and it's not just them. And to have superstars that may miss some time in their sport because of greed of players, of owners, of the sport in general, of mismanagement of handling all of this, it's unfortunate. And I've said this, and I'll continue to say this. I think the biggest disconnect between fans and sports is money. And there's such a disproportionate amount that they make, and they should. Congratulations. Good for them. I never hold anybody back from getting their money. But when the average person is listening to the show or watching a game or hearing a podcast or whatever, and they find out that they're sitting out because of what? And when you're dreaming of that one day, trying to imagine making that kind of money, it's a really tough thing for fans to understand. And I'm in that group. I'm in that group as well. All right, still to come, much more in the 8 o'clock hour. Who's hot, who's not? Ross Dellinger, national college football writer, is going to join us around 8:30 to talk about the Hornets' move to the MAC. But let's hear from the head coach himself, Coach Alonzo Carter. He is going to join us about the big move for the Hornets heading to the MAC conference. What's it mean for him? What's it mean for the program? We'll find out next.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers!
Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's Carmichael Dave wanting you to join Capital Casino every Wednesday for their midweek madness drawing, giving away $2,000 in total cash starting at 6 p.m. in a safe, friendly environment. Plenty of well-lit parking available, conveniently located in downtown Sacramento. And remember, Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton and Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
Running a business takes grit, vision, and a partner who believes in your success as much as you do. At Valley Strong Credit Union, business banking is built around you. The entrepreneurs, the growers, the dreamers powering our community. Whether you need flexible checking, faster payments, or financing to take your next big step, Valley Strong brings local expertise and real relationships to every stage of your business. Because when local businesses thrive, the whole valley grows stronger. Valley Strong Credit Union. Grow your business. Grow your future. ValleyStrong.com/business.
Tune in every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for the Toyota Tahoe Report with Johnny Mosley and me, Elena, bringing you the latest weather conditions up at Tahoe. Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options, heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's TREX.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
KHDK HD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sacktown Sports 1140.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through the week. Your week! So right now, I need every single listener on their feet. Callers, texters, YouTubers. Make some noise for Sacramento's favorite sports morning show. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross, and the man behind the glass, Chris Verlaud.
Oh, that's right. It is a shortened week with Monday being off for a lot of us, but there's never time off in Hornet Land. Sacramento State football in the news all over the place as of late. Jason Ross here with you. Carmichael Dave is off this week. He's back with us next week, but it is a pleasure to be joined once again by your head coach, our head coach, America's head coach, Sacramento State head football coach, Alonzo Carter. Coach, Jason Ross here. How are you this morning?
Man, I'm good. Got to get the big stingers. I'm all good.
See? Okay. You know what, Coach? I think, Chris, let's start this right from the beginning. Coach, my guy Chris here has a question for you.
Yes.
Because there's been debates on the big stingers. I've been around the program a long time. I remember when the big stinger was there.
Yeah.
I've been there with the little stinger. Chris, tell him your question.
So, Coach, I know Stingers Up as Stingers Up, and what I've been trying to do for a couple years is there's no song for Sac State when they win. So with this already being the Stingers Up, I've been pushing for them to play Bruno Mars 24 Karat Gold, because at the beginning of the song, so this would be after a Sac State win, at the beginning of the song, he says, "Put your pinky finger to the moon," and that gets the whole crowd up doing Stingers Up. So what do you think about that, Coach?
Well, I don't have a problem with, I'm not trying to change any tradition. I'm not trying to create a divide. I'm just celebrating the alumni, the illustrious alumni that played for Coach Volek, which was a friend of mine back in the 90s. I was around. I used to come to the games. And Otis Amy and Angus McClure, Johnny O, all those guys said after they would win, he would yell, "Big stuff, throw it up." And then they would throw the stingers. It's a celebration. It was after wins. So whatever works. I'm not saying get rid of Stingers Up. That's what it is. I'm just saying big stingers. It's just like you have more than one side of a stinger.
Okay, now I 100% agree.
Compartmentalize it. So it's just big stingers. We celebrate. It's more of a celebration.
I agree with you now, Coach. We can have both. Why not have both?
Yeah, we're not, because, for the ladies, some of them like doing this, and some of the guys, some of the traditionalists. I'm not saying get rid of it, but I'm celebrating, man. We big stingers. We bringing the juice. We bringing that. I was at a school, this is a real story, and an opposing coach, not even a Sac State coach, came running down the stairs and seen me, and big stingers. This is an opposing coach, a college coach, not a high school coach. And I'm not he let me know he's been on my social media because I'm like, I haven't seen you, so that tell me you're on my page. Stay off my page. But they nervous. It's okay because we here. Sac State is everywhere, especially the last few days.
Yes,
we everywhere. We celebrating. We're gonna have a big Stingers party, but most importantly, I'm just blessed and happy to be able to represent Sac State football.
Well, you should. And Coach, I know when we saw you at your press conference, a lot of people were ready to ask you about your time at MC Hammer, and you said, yeah, I know that's going to come. But boy, man, you were getting down the other day with the news with the team, and that moment with the water doused on you in the weight room, that looked like a pretty special moment.
Yeah, it was a setup. Otis Amy and his group,
he got you?
The guys, they kept saying, because I had these ideas, I'm big on ideas, and we kept saying we're going to do a video. And somewhere in there, we're going to use Return of the Mac, which goes back to my era. That's the good music.
Yep.
Those late 80s, early 90s, you feeling that song. That song was a hit. And it's right on time. And they said, I got an idea. So it was I should have knew something wasn't right when I got in the middle and I'm watching the players pass the Gatorade water bottles. And I'm like, okay, well, what's the plan? So we do like a countdown, 10, 9. Then when it goes to 1, I'm like, what's next? Then the music plays and I look, and they smile, and I'm like, this is a pure setup. So they start throwing the water. And one of my coaches said, we knew you couldn't help yourself. You get the fever, and it just became natural. So I gave him a little, just a little bit. I didn't want to give him the full combination, but just gave him, and then it kept going. I'm like, okay, are we going to stop? So, I gave him a little fishing pole. I reeled it in. I gave him some different stuff that they probably was like, what is that? Yeah. So they had a good time, and I enjoy with my players. But yes, I love what I do. I love life.
Yep.
I'm very grateful, very thankful to be here, especially to celebrate that historical moment with my players. It's a very historical moment for Sac State football.
For sure. As we're talking to head football coach Alonzo Carter of the Sacramento State Hornets. Coach, you told a great story, a powerful story, an emotional story at your press conference about you were at one of the many camps that come through Sacramento State. I think it was about 10 years ago, you said, and you were sitting up in the stands, and you said, you were looking over the field. I could just picture you, and you're like, you were telling someone, I'm going to be the head coach here one day. And now that is true. But when you were sitting there then, could you have imagined that you would be the head coach of an FBS program at Sacramento State?
No, I can't, I can't put into words just how grateful and how thankful I am, and to put it in perspective, to make history, when my children, your children, the players' children one day will look back and say that we made history. My dad or my brother, he was the first one to be a part of the FBS Sacramento State football program. It is real humbling. When I sat there, and it's a real story, and I was just looking out, because I always view Sac State as just a beautiful place to be, a great program, a great location, especially for kids from California, whether it be Southern California, Northern California, the East Bay, just a nice getaway somewhere right in the middle with a great support system. And then once I got here, and to be able to work with Mark Orr and Dr. Luke Wood, come on, man, you can ask for a better alignment. Those men have went out of their way to push this program forward. And I'm just very thankful. I've called a perfect storm, to walk into it and see the support systems that are in place. Because I was at San Jose State, and we did a great job. We had great support there, working with Coach Brennan. I was right there in there. I was in the kitchen with him. I knew the recipe. We were stirring it up and chopping it up and putting it all together to grow the program. And now to be the lead chef, not just being one of the chefs, but now to be the lead chef and still now creating our own recipe. I call it gumbo. When you're making that gumbo, you're putting all the different pieces. You don't know what it's going to taste like till it's done. But as you're putting the pieces and you're putting it in the pot and you're stirring it, it takes time. You got to let it simmer a little bit. You can't just turn the fire up too high and you'll burn your gumbo. So we got a nice hornet pot of gumbo that we simmering and we putting together. And just the faculty, the support staff, the administrative team, the alumni. I can't say enough about the alumni. This is for them. They deserve this. They are part of this. All alumni, you welcome. Come see me, please. You don't have to have an invitation. This is your program. You built this. I'm just now the catalyst leading it. But I talked to Lorenzo Lynch the other day, man, and it was just a beautiful conversation because I've been knowing him I looked up to Lorenzo Lynch, coming from Sac State and knowing who he was and representing Oakland, playing for the Raiders. His nephew, Marshawn Lynch, been knowing him. He played with my son through Pop Warner. So Lorenzo was just so excited. He made me feel so welcome. So I want to make sure that all the alumni understand. Brandon Smith, one of my former players from Acclimates High School, played here with Ryan Coogler.
Yep.
They were together. They came in together. So I'm just excited to represent this program, having guys like Otis Amy that's running my alumni relations piece, making sure that all the alumni feel invited, and having Angus McClure, Bobby Frescas, Johnny O. Got those guys on my staff, man. They love it. We're loving this right now.
So year one for you was going to, it's first year at this at a new program. It's always going to be some challenges. You're thinking you're going to be FCS independent. That has its own challenges. Now you wait for a schedule to see what MAC teams you play, what non-league teams you play. What's the biggest challenge you have heading into year one for you as the head coach of the Hornets?
Well, number one, I told you my biggest thing was the roster retention piece, which I think we did a real good job of retaining the players that want to be here. I'll say that again. They wanted to be here. The ones that chose to be here, we're happy to have them. The ones that chose to come back that were in the portal or went from other places, like our quarterback, Conklin, we're so happy to have him back. Just having players that want to be part of the program was my number one goal. And now the mystery of, is it FCS? Is it FCS independent? Or, do they have a conference? And we knew in the media, everybody was wondering. They don't have a schedule. I've seen 6 games online. Just all those question marks. And knowing with the administrative team that I was talking to every day, I believed in the vision, and knowing that the MAC was a possibility, we're just excited. I know a lot of coaches in the MAC. I got a phone call and a text messages from a couple of coaches that are currently in the MAC. They were all excited about the idea. We get 4 home games and 4 away games in the conference. So a lot of people making a big deal about the travel. Well, they got to come our way too. It's not like we're playing 8 games on the road. They got to come to us too. So that's any conference. When we were in the Big Sky, we went to Montana State, Idaho. Idaho State. You had travel in Eastern Washington. You had travel then. So yeah, it's a little further, but we're not worried about it. We're gonna focus on the main thing, which is preparing our team. We have this mantra called process over outcome. It's on our shirts. It's everywhere. And we're just going to worry about the process right now. We can't get caught up in the outcome because the outcome is not there yet. And I think once you get too caught up in the what ifs, you lose sight on the process. So long as you focus on the process, the outcome will take care of itself. And I believe in that. I'm teaching my players that. We just came from a team meeting. We have 2 things we talk about. Green line. What is green line? Green line is a mentality. It's 100-100. Well, Coach, what's 100-100? 100 miles an hour, 100% of the time. It's an effort. It's an effort. It's a mentality. It's something that we want to have. We just want to attack everything we do. And when you want to play football, simple. Prove it. Just prove it. Don't talk about it. You don't have to say anything about it. You don't got to get on social media and go battle with people that's making comments on what. We just going to prove it, So we're going to worry about the process over outcome. I'm very thankful. I'm very blessed. I'm very fortunate to be in this space. I feel I'm at home. I'm able to do it in friendly confines. I'm able to do it in welcome confines. I've been on the other side of that longer than I've been on this side of it. So it's just been a blessing to walk in these hallways and know that this is something special. Now you make history. I made history. I still got to pinch myself a little bit. This is history. So I'm just very thankful to be able to sit in this seat and be able to lead this program.
So you've done this long enough that whether you're at San Jose State in high school or at Arizona, like football is football. Is it as simple as that, or do you have to kind of do a crash course in figuring out what the MAC is about, or is it more about, hey, this is the Hornet program, we're going to do this whether we're in the MAC, the Pac-12, the FCS, or wherever?
Yes, we're going to run our program. We're going to, you're hitting it on the nose. Now, for me, I've been fortunate enough to coach against Western Michigan twice, home and away, to play at Toledo, to play Ball State in the Arizona Bowl, when we were at San Jose, to play against Eastern Michigan in the Idaho Potato Bowl. So I'm very aware of that program. I'm very aware of the MAC, good coaches, good players, hard-nosed football. I get it. It's going to be a very physical conference, and we're preparing ourselves for that. So having the knowledge of the conference, I'm good friends with a lot of those coaches, very close with Eddie George, the head coach at Bowling Green, somebody that we talk all the time, spoke to him the other day. Lance Taylor, very good friend. They won the conference. I watched him take that program and go and win the MAC. So just really good friends. Thomas Hammock is one of my mentors, a friend that I've talked to, former running back coach that became the head coach, even though I read something this morning, could be some movement. But we were just together this weekend, talking with him. He's at NIU. So just knowing a lot of those guys in that conference and knowing what they represent and knowing the brand of football that we're about to go up against, we're ready for the challenge. But we got to take care of us. We got to take care of us. And you're going to hear me say it, process over outcome. I'm just worrying about the process, building our program, making sure it's spring. Come on out to the spring game, April 25th. Come see us run around. Come see us have fun. We're going to get after it a little bit. We're going to make it fan-friendly. All alumni, we're going to include them. It's going to be a great day. And one of the sayings, you're going to get it first. I haven't used this yet. You're getting it first. You're getting it exclusive. Great day to be a Hornet.
Yeah.
I haven't used that yet. I've been saving that in my back pocket. You're going to see that on shirts. Great day to be a Hornet. And the other day, joining the MAC, it was a great day to be a Hornet. And we're excited. We're thankful. And we're up for the challenge. And we're just going to go out there and play football. We're just going to prove it. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to get into the what ifs. We're just going to go out there and prove it on the football field.
Sacramento State head football coach Alonzo Carter joining us. Coach, this news obviously just happened, and there were rumblings, but you didn't know for sure what your fate would be. The portal's done. Recruiting is done. I'm sure you're looking for a specific player anyway, or a specific mentality, a type that you want to be a Hornet, no matter what level you're at. Will this impact recruiting, I guess, going down the line as far as now being at the highest of levels and being in a MAC conference?
100%. Our president, Luke Wood, and our AD, Mark Orr, spoke on this in an interview. Now when we're recruiting, people don't have to leave out of Sacramento. People don't have to leave out of California by being told, well, they're FCS. They're FCS. We're at the highest level of football, just like the other programs, whether it be San Jose State, San Diego State, Fresno State, Boise State, Nevada, UNLV, you name it. We're Group of 5 FBS, just like those programs. And they do a good job, in running their programs, but they're able to use that in recruiting. When you're recruiting a kid from California, from Sacramento, most importantly, that's a little nugget people use when they use in recruiting. Can't use that no more.
Yeah.
We FBS, we got 105 scholarships just like you. We got 105 scholarships just like USC, UCLA, Alabama, and Georgia. So we got 105 scholarships just like everybody else, and we'll be able to play FBS football on the top level, and we're going to recruit just like everybody else. We're going to get after it. We're going to make sure, most importantly, we take care of home, which is right here in Sacramento, and we're going that hornet nest, we letting it out. We're going to swarm there. We're going to go all over the place. We're going to up and down, like I said, from Eureka through Sacramento, through the valley, hit that bay. We got to get up the coast too. Don't forget, we get down the coast where people don't go look. I'm not gonna give my full recipe, but we're gonna end up going through LA, through the IE, high desert. And we're gonna end up in San Diego, Orange County, you name it. You're gonna look up like, man, didn't I just see you? Yes, we back. We everywhere. We swarming. So that's what we do. We're going to be able to recruit the best players. We're going to be able to recruit people that love football. You got to love football.
Yeah.
You love football, those are the type of players we want.
Well, Coach, I was on your page. I was on your coach's page. I saw you guys. I saw the swarm. Everybody was everywhere here recently.
Everywhere.
Recruiting California. How about the challenge for you? Talked to Mark Orr yesterday on the show, and I get it. Look, this is a big financial investment the school is making, and so part of that it's going to be your 8 games in league. You're going to get 4 home, 4 road. We get the MAC principle there. And the 4 other games, maybe an FCS opponent, maybe some home and home with somebody locally, but potentially 2 games with could be some of those whoppers where you're trying to make some money back to the program. And it could be a big boy like I don't know, you said UCLA, USC, Texas. What are your thoughts on, those games could be potential big-time games and major challenges for you in the program?
Process over outcome. That's all I can worry about.
Yeah.
Process. Whoever Mark Orr puts on the schedule, whatever teams we find that we need to play, we do understand this is a business. We do understand in the 4-game model, preseason model, there's a formula, and whatever formula he comes up with, we'll consult. He talks to me. We'll consult together, and we'll put the best 4-game preseason schedule that's best for this program. We're going to make sure that we're conscious of who we play and where we play. But for the most part, the schedule is going to be the schedule. I don't get to pick who we play in the conference. The conference takes care of that. Once they pick those 8 conference games, we will obviously be smart about who we choose to play. But we want some home games as well, too. We want our fans to come out and support us here. I think we have a great home game environment. We'll still be here right here at Hornet Stadium playing our home games for the next couple of years. So we want to make sure that we have a great fan experience. We want to make sure there's fan engagement. And like I say, I want the alumni involved. I want everybody to feel good about coming out to see us play our brand of football. And it's going to be fast. It's going to be physical. And it's going to be with pride. You can play with a lot of pride. You're going to see that Hornet pride everywhere. You're going to see a different mantra. You're going to see the players carry themselves a different way. We're going to do it with a lot of pride. And I think it's important that everybody understand we're not worried about the outcome right now. We're just focusing on the process. And I'm telling my coaches that whatever schedule gets put in front of us, that's the schedule we're going to play.
Yep.
And we're not backing down from nobody.
Well,
I'm from Oakland. Come on, man. You know I'm bad. I didn't just wake up and get in this chair. This chair, the moment doesn't make me go, oh, there's no moment too big for me now. I love the challenges. So that's why I'm here. And I'm working with 2 men that they are the picture. When you look up challenge, Mark Orr and Dr. Luke Wood and me, come on, man, we the Avengers. I told you we putting this together.
That's right.
Y'all think we playing, man. We putting this together. We put it together. And then when I get Ryan Coogler, I'm gonna give me a honorary Black Panther outfit. We gonna put this thing together, man. We mean something. This represents something big, and we're excited. And I'm excited to work with them. And whoever's on the schedule is on the schedule. I'm not gonna worry about that.
Yeah. Last one for you, Coach. I know you want to get everyone out there on April 25th for the spring game, like you said. But if your home games and the home game atmosphere, as I've done the games for a long time, have been great. If they're anything like your introductory press conference, I don't know how big the Carter community is, but man, did the people show out for you. So I'm excited to see what you can bring to these home games.
Sell out. We need to sell out. We want to sell out every home game. I got their phone, man. I get on their phone. I call the Bay. I get on the phone. That was just my Bay people. And I had a lot of people upset that they didn't miss the press conference.
Yeah, it was overflow.
I missed it. It was overflow. You couldn't get in. So we're gonna have some sections now, and it's gonna be all positive. It's gonna be all love. We're gonna have all the different genres there. We're gonna make sure that I get the Divine Nine. I want all the fraternities and sororities. I want a great student experience. I want the students to be there. I want the alumni to be there. I want all the local Sacramento State, just the community to come out and just support us. And then that thing has range. That thing goes to Oakland. There's a lot of alumni in the Bay Area. There's a lot of alumni in Southern California. We want them to come up. We want them to come out in waves. We want them to come out and represent the Sacramento State football program. And I'm excited about picking up their phone and sending out them text messages and looking over my shoulders and seeing the section, and they rooting for us, not just for me, but for these young student athletes. I want them to feel their families. That's why it's important to recruit locally, because every young man has a family, and I want their families to come and be involved so they can support the football program.
Well, it's going to be fun to watch this all develop. It's been great getting to know you. I know we'll get to know you a lot more as the season gets around. Coach, thank you so much. Congratulations on the big move, too, as well, for the program. And we know you're ready to lead that charge, and we'll be talking to you again very soon.
Yes, come on. I got to come back now. Don't have me on here once.
Oh,
I
no.
like to talk.
We'll make it regular.
Bring me back, because I know I'm going to have people wanting to talk about this big stingers now. We got to keep this going. We're okay. Let me make sure I do both. We're okay with stingers up. But we celebrating, man. It's big stingers. Let's go.
There you go, Coach. Thank you so much.
All right.
Appreciate you. All right. That's Coach Zoe Carter. Alonzo Carter, your head coach at Sacramento State. I can tell you it's going to be a lot of fun for me working with him during this football season, that's for sure. All right. You got his perspective on this. It's a huge move for the program. It's an exciting time. When we come back, a guy who's covered the story from a national perspective, Ross Dellinger from Yahoo Sports. Let's get his thoughts on what this means for the Hornets, where we're going with college football in general. And again, Katie Christensen to talk some Kings at 9. Jam-packed show continues right here on Sactown Sports.
Listen to the #1 sports lineup in Sacramento.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt George, and Kayla Anderson. The Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles.
Every weekday live and local 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Online at SactownSports.com or download the app right on your phone. Your #1 source for all your Northern California sports. Sacktown Sports 1140.
Progressive Insurance knows pets, and one of the biggest differences between people and pets is that we don't eat things off the floor. But dogs definitely will, and it makes them so happy, no matter what it looks like, smells like, or what state of decomposition it's in. We all want to go through life that carefree, and that's also why you should get Progressive Pet Insurance, because they eat things off the floor. So protect your pet from all the questionable life decisions they make. You know where they drink from when you're gone, right? Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Covered subject to policy terms and conditions.
Need life insurance but have diabetes, high blood pressure, or on anxiety meds? If you're a 50-year-old male, even porky, or with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of life insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. For affordable term life insurance, call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-230-2777. 800-230-2777 or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. 800-230-2777.
At Stockton Honda, we know how to honor a great deal. Like right now during our President's Day sales event. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, you can find star-spangled savings on some of our best models. Why not stop in today and see for yourself? Come celebrate at Stockton Honda and get huge savings on our giant selection, plus top dollar for your trade.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
You remember me from a show called And Joe? I'm back on the radio, Sacramento. It's Joe Mommy, and when you need your new country fix, join me weekdays from 6A to 10 for the Pat and Cody with Joe show on New Country 105.1 KNCI or on the free KNCI app.
Want the best movie experience in town? Join Sactown Sports IMAX Pass by visiting SactownSports.com. Sign up today. You can win tickets to see this week's films at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
It's President's Day sale time at Big O Tires. Now through February 22nd, buy 3 tires, get 1 free on 4 select in-stock Big O brand tires with installation purchase. Plus, you'll get our industry-leading ProTech Plus warranty for free. Disposal fees extra that go with other offers. See Big O dealer for pricing.
Guys, your testosterone level impacts your energy, drive, weight, hair loss, and even ED. Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your T level for free. For your free T level check, exam, and consultation, call 916-277-8599 or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder, thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration.
Thunder.
The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Our thanks again to head coach of Sacramento State football, Alonzo Carter. A lot of feedback from Coach on the text line and our YouTube chat. Coach seems like a super positive man. Excellent interview. Thank you for that. My son will be excited to see the index finger is back for Stingers Up. Let's see on our text line. Process over outcome. I'm applying this to my life now. Yeah, Coach, had a chance to talk to him a couple times. Incredibly likable. Chris, you were just telling me a story that you had heard from some people. I keep hearing more of these things about Coach Carter.
Yeah, I just heard like he was the guy that would walk the halls of the high school, find the big kid. You play football? No. Well, if you come with me, I'll get you to college.
And would make it happen. And turn someone into a football
And this
player.
is like this person I know, he's a principal in the Oakland area at a middle school.
Yeah.
So he I didn't even say like, hey, do you know who this person is? Or he's just like, oh, you guys got Coach Carter. Let me tell you about him.
Right. I forget, there was someone, I believe it was Kevin John here locally, that asked him about, recruiting locally. You're coming here from Arizona, you've been in San Jose, and then Chris started, he's like, oh, do you mean like Grant High School? You mean like Oak Ridge? You mean like Delaware? And he just started reciting like basically every school in the area.
And he said, too bad Sacramento Lutheran High School doesn't exist anymore.
Because I was going to get this guy, Chris Verlaud, to be an All-American. And then he just started listing schools in Southern California, in the Bay, and just everywhere. It's like, and he's not lying as far as the social media and the impact of his recruiting. The swarm, I think is what they called it. They just flooded the market in California. And I can only imagine now, and I said this yesterday, at some point, there will be a great local high school. Well, there have been great local high school football players that are here. And a lot of them will go, yeah, but I want to go play at Tennessee. Understandable. I want to go play at Washington. Okay. I want to go play for Florida. Well, Sac State may not be those exact programs today, and maybe they never get to quite those exact programs, but they are at the same level as that program. And maybe you're like, well, I don't want to leave my family. My family could see me play all these home games. I got a sibling or whatever. Or I grew up watching the Hornets, and I've always wanted to play on that field. And I just think it's going to happen. It's now bound to happen, and there's been guys that have done that have been maybe lesser recruited players. But now I'm talking about like the highest recruited players in the region could pick Sac State, and I think that's really exciting.
I think if Coach Carter came to my house and was asking me to play football here, it would be tough to say no.
I'm thinking the exact same thing. And I know other coaches, might just be able to recruit just like, hey, I'm the coach at Notre Dame. Maybe I don't even have a 1% of the personality and all that. And you're like, yeah, I'm going to play for Notre Dame. I kind of like the coach, but I'm going up to Notre Dame. Here it's like, I want to go play for that dude.
Ironically, I think the way the rules are set up now, I don't think that Sac State's going to get these blue chip players, but you can see someone like Scadaboo, who's like
under-recruited
player from the area, and you could say like, hey, come play for us, and you will be noticed.
Yes, and I think that's the thing. I think that's the way it is grown with this program. The program's gotten better, and now they're going to be tested at a much higher level. Let's bring in someone that's been covering this story, that knows college football very well, has a podcast, writes about it, is everywhere. If you really want to know about college football, I suggest you follow what Ross Dellinger is doing, a national college football writer for Yahoo Sports. Ross, I'm Jason Ross. How are you this morning?
Hey, Jason, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I know you've talked about this news with Sacramento State and really all about college football and the constant movement, but let's start with the Hornets. Just maybe an overall thumbnail of what you think. It was a huge cost to do so, but what's your opinion on the Hornets' bold move here?
Yeah, it was probably the most, at least the guarantee of cash. It was probably the most costly move that we've seen in college football history. It probably won't remain that for long. It seems like the door is open for a lot of, whether it's FCS to FBS or G6 to Power Conference. There's going to be a lot more big entry fees, I think, to move up in to elevate yourself. So yeah, it was, I know they'd been working, the president there, Luke Wood, and Mark Orr, the athletic director, to try really hard to get into FBS. They had the waiver denied in the summer. And so after that, I think they started to try to amass a plan to sort of buy their way into some league. Obviously the preference geographically was out at the the Pac-12 and the Mountain West, but that didn't work out. And this seems to be the next best sort of option. So you have like a short-term deal, somewhat 5 years that you can elevate yourself and sort of prove that you belong, and then maybe you can go to one of those other leagues.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's the end game. It's the start point. It was a costly one, as you said. And I don't know how to quantify this, Ross. You probably would have a better idea. I know there will be an exposure valuation. I know there are some benefits of going up to the FBS. Is there any way to actually quantify that in the dollars, or that this would actually help the program?
Well, all you can go off of is sort of what the consultants that the Sacramento State had commissioned to do a study on that. And we've seen those studies before. There is, just historically, there is a significant jump in economic impact for the surrounding area, in enrollment for the school when schools do move from FCS to FBS. There's been sort of proven over the years that that is something that happens. But it is hard to sort of quantify. I think the consultants that Sacramento State had studied this said that around 250 a year is the economic impact, 250 million a year is the economic impact. Seems high, but I don't know how they get those numbers. But certainly, like, I think historically there is an impact. There's a positive impact, and there's certainly a positive impact on enrollment. Just the fact that you're going to be on ESPN and you're going to be eligible, at least after a couple of years, for the college football playoff and in bowls, all that. There's just more visibility in general in FBS.
How about the MAC itself? Look, obviously the whole college landscape is bizarre. I joked yesterday that teams even west of Sacramento, which would be Cal and Stanford, are even playing further east in the ACC. We got Northern Illinois in the Mountain West that could play Hawaii. Here's Sacramento State going all over the place. UCLA and Rutgers are in the same conference. All of it is bizarre. But just, Ross, what are the Hornets getting into here by joining the MAC conference?
Well, they're given what I've heard, they've spent like on the roster in NIL rev share. I would think that they would be in the top half, if not the top third of the MAC. I think a lot of MAC schools are probably, more on par with the upper tier of the FCS as opposed to other FBS when it comes to resources. It is, there's a reason they did this deal, right? The money involved is certainly helpful at a financially stressful time for them, for everybody, but especially for them, for those schools. So I think that Sac State sort of fits in budget-wise pretty well, and honestly should be able to make some noise in the conference. I think in football, and you look at the where they're recruiting to, and nobody else in the MAC obviously can offer sort of the recruiting hotbed, the sort of the weather, the livability of that area. They've certainly got the advantage there.
Talking with Ross Dellinger, who covers college football for Yahoo Sports, college football writer, podcaster, knows the landscape very well. Yeah, I guess, the cost of doing business, we saw North Dakota State move in and move up. I know there's been numbers reported in the past that like a school like Memphis tried to pay $200 million to go into the Big 12 and other things. Do you think this is at a low point, a high point, like the housing market in a sense? Like if people try to jump in, are we seeing even higher figures in the future? Like what's your read on where this is going for college sports?
Yeah, I think we're probably going to see a lot more realignment in the next 2 to 3 years as we come upon a lot of the ending of the TV deals in the Big 12 and in the Big 10. Those both end around, I think, 29, 30. And then you have the end of the college football playoff in 31, the contract. And you have the end of NCAA basketball tournament. The contract ends in 32. So you have a lot of these things. The SEC also has sort of a look into in their contract. So you have a lot of these things that come up around that 29 to 32 mark. And I think you probably will see a lot more realignment at the power conference level. That will include likely multi-million dollar entry fees from schools, in the G6 or in the Big 12 and ACC, sort of elevating their program to the Big 10 and SEC. I think that's sort of expected in that time frame. So, Sacramento State kind of followed the path that we've seen over the last few years. North Dakota State, like you mentioned, did it a week earlier, but a few years ago, SMU and Cal and Stanford all took sort of a decrease in distribution to get into the ACC. Same thing to Washington and Oregon into the Big Ten. So those were more like discounted rates, you might say, where Sacramento State actually is offering cash, and North Dakota State as well, offering actual cash. And I think we will see that at the power conference level in the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, of the things, the agreements that Sacramento State has done here, like some of the stuff we've seen a lot of as in traveling with the team. I've made like the travel to Toledo or UMass or whatever. Like really, to me, once we get on a charter plane and we fly to Flagstaff or Northern Arizona or Missoula, Montana, and now in this case it's a longer flight, but it's the same plane size. I don't feel like that's that big of a deal. A lot of people have an issue seemingly of the Hornets paying for the travel costs back. I think in the big scheme of things, seems like a smaller number compared to the money they're paying to get into the conference, maybe a future stadium and all that. And the non-rev share of the things they kind of agreed to, is there anything that gives you pause, or is it just first that initial big number they have put out there?
Well, I think the number, was supposed to be more like 12, like North Dakota State, but because they wanted to come in immediately this year, that number climbed to 18. It was $6 million for this year. They're paying that up front, and then $3 million for the next 4 years. So that was, sort of a jarring number, just because I'd heard more of the 10 to 12 range originally, but I guess because they wanted to come in immediately, that went up. Covering the air travel costs for other MAC schools, that's unusual in conferences, like paying for conference games and travel. I mean, we see that a lot, and Sacramento State, I think, has done that with other like non-conference type games, I think. But we don't see that. That is extraordinarily unusual in FBS within conferences. So that's the thing that was pretty interesting. I think that cost will probably run $3 to $4 million over the 5 years, from what I understand. The big planes that the MAC teams will probably use go for 100 to 150,000. I think so. If you do the math, that's in between $2.5 to $4 million, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, these are big numbers, out of this world numbers, and we know, I guess, like we said, it's the cost of doing business. It's really a strange thing. And the one other thing, I don't even know if you would have an answer to this, Ross, but I think it's funny for both North Dakota State and Sacramento State. The additional $5 million just to move up is a curious number to me, and maybe it's not a scare tactic, but I don't think the NCAA in general wants teams leaving levels. But what does literally the NCAA do with that money, that figure, that $5 million to move paperwork? Like, what's happening there?
Well, that figure was certainly it went from 5,000 to 5 million 2 years ago.
That's crazy.
Clearly as a disincentive to move up. I think a lot of leaders at the power conferences don't want FBS to grow bigger. And I think as a way to slow that down, they encouraged the changing of the entry fee. Now, what the NCAA does with it, I mean, given the House settlement, the NCAA owes hundreds of millions of dollars in back pay to athletes. So I'm assuming that will just go into the NCAA coffers and probably be directed there. But I'm not exactly sure what they do with it. But that was a sort of a missive sent to the NCAA from the power conferences. Too many, we sort of sometimes have a misunderstanding about the NCAA, right? It's just the schools. The schools are the NCAA. They make the decisions, and this was the schools and conferences at the power conference level wanting that number to, I think, go up to slow the movement from FCS to FBS. It probably hasn't slowed the movement as much as they thought, as we've seen the last week and a half.
Yeah. Well, that's for sure. It's been interesting to follow your work on it. I know, enjoy your podcast as well. Your writing, that's Ross Dellinger, national college football writer, Yahoo Sports. Ross, thank you for sharing some perspective on this with us. We'd love to have you on again, and keep up the great work.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
All right. Thank you very much. Ross Dellinger, more of a national perspective on this. Yeah, it's big money. It's a lot of money to spend. Interesting that he thought the Hornets could be kind of a top third team in the MAC, and we'll see. I mean, look at after the 2-year kind of window, we'll see where they ultimately end up in that. All right, that's it for us for now. When we come back, we got Who's Hot, Who's Not. Still Katie joins us at 9. A lot more to get to here on Sactown Sports.
The Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, athletics, and Republic FC with the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com to join.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep Ram, and Woodland. Chad, what's happening for Chrysler's President's Day sales event?
It's already starting to warm up, and that means we're going to go outside and enjoy all California has to offer. And there's no better way to do that than a new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. Right now, you can lease one for $399 a month for 39 months, which includes a $6,000 Hoblet discount.
Oh, man, those Jeeps look so good, and they're so much fun.
It's true. There's nothing like a new Jeep Wrangler. But whatever you're looking for, you can find it at the Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter. With over 200 vehicles available and almost 70 under $20,000.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
6,000 total net savings on select new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon after 6,000 Hoblet discount. $399 special lease with $39.95 due at signing plus tax, license fees, and dealer accessories. 7,500 miles per year, 30 cents per mile over for well-qualified buyers with 720 plus FICO. Must finance through Stellantis. 3 is net savings. Sample VIN 205-698. See dealer for details.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed. Plus, free home delivery with any bed and base. Ends Monday. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-290-7100. That's 800-290-7100.
How can you grow your business from idea to industry leader? With smart business buying tools and technology from Amazon Business. From fast, free shipping to in-depth buying insights and automated purchase approvals, we deliver everything you need. Go to AmazonBusiness.com for support.
Power outages are happening more often and lasting longer than ever before. A backup generator is a very smart move, but gas generators, they're loud, heavy, and emit harmful exhaust. The Grid Doctor 3300 solar generator from My Patriot Supply is different. It's portable, silent, and safe to use indoors. And when you order a Grid Doctor 3300 from MyPatriotSupply.com, they'll include over $800 in preparedness supplies absolutely free. Go to MyPatriotSupply.com now and get prepared. That's MyPatriotSupply.com.
Right now, save $16 on a pair of Rain-X Rugged XL wiper blades, plus get 2 times O Rewards points only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
How far do you hit your 7-iron? The answers will tell you which tees to play, according to Josh Sens in Golf Magazine. Deep down, you know you shouldn't be playing from the tips, but it's common for golfers to play from too far back. Aside from higher scores, rounds become a grind and golf becomes much less fun. After several years of research, the USGA unveiled a new data-driven offering to find the proper tees called Best Tees. If you know how far you hit your 7-iron, Best Tees will tell you which tee boxes to play. A typical male golfer should be playing from 6,100 yards and a typical female golfer from 4,400 yards. Most players have a good idea of their 7-iron distance, with average males' distance of 138 yards and average females of 100 yards. Throw out the occasional perfect shot, which travels more than those distances, and concentrate on your average. This will allow you to reach the vicinity of most greens in regulation and let you hit a variety of clubs on approach shots. Leave your ego at home and give it a chance. You'll have more fun. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Have you tried my Colombian tamales?
Yes, but the Mexican tamales I brought are way better.
Colombian tamales wrapped in plantain leaves are unmatched, you know.
But the Mexican tamales wrapped in corn husks are the authentic ones.
At least we can agree that they taste better with Pepsi.
Without a doubt, tamales deserve Pepsi. No matter what tamales you love, enter for a chance to win a year's worth of groceries. Powered by Pepsi. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 18 or over. Ends April 5th, 2026. Rules at pepsipromo.com/free groceries. Pepsi is a registered trademark of Pepsi Go Inc.
If your business depends on reliable vehicles, it's time to upgrade your fleet at myelkgrovechevrolet.com. We specialize in fleet pricing, bulk discounts, and fast approvals, so your team stays on the road and on the job. From work trucks and vans to fuel-efficient sedans and SUVs, we have the inventory, service, and financing to keep your business moving. Call or visit myelkgrovechevrolet.com today and ask about exclusive fleet savings. myelkgrovechevrolet.com. Driving business forward.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good.
Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Again, our thanks to our guests so far. Willow Nightingale, Jim Less, head coach of Sacramento State football, Alonzo Carter. We just talked to Ross Dellinger. Anything you ever miss, you can go back to our Sactown Sports page on or our YouTube page. Like, subscribe, listen when you want, watch when you want. It's all there for you at any time of day. We try to make it as easy as possible. We love when you listen live. We love when you interact and you comment, but you might check it out on your own time. You're on a walk, you're on a drive. We appreciate all of you that do that. What's hot, what's not? Let's start with who is hot, Chris.
Miami.
Miami, just Miami in general?
Of Ohio?
Wait, they're in the MAC.
They are in the MAC.
Okay.
Their men's basketball team is 26-0. And here's a weird wrinkle. At least 10 of those wins coming by single digits. They're the first team to do that since
University of Miami.
UMass.
Oh, John Calipari's UMass.
In 95-96.
Yeah.
They went to the Final Four that year.
Marcus Camby.
So, hey, people picking their brackets. Keep an eye on Miami of Ohio.
Miami?
Of Ohio.
Of Ohio. So, like when the Hornets go to Miami of Ohio, I say, hey, I'm heading to Miami.
I forgot to tell Coach because I was really big on trying to keep the stinger up.
Yeah.
I was telling you that I think that Sac State should be considered Sacramento of California.
We've had enough of that. What was the Angels of Anaheim of whatever?
Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Yeah,
hey, you guys are still allowed to play.
Yeah.
If I'm MLB commissioner.
We'll allow it. I'd be fine with you being MLB commissioner. All right, well then who's not?
You get to go to games for less than $50.
Yeah.
Who's not? The NBA.
Why?
It's been like almost a week since they played last.
Think of all the rest that guys just had.
Oh my
they should
gosh.
all be rested.
Like the Kings should have a full lineup.
Fully fresh.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fully Scott Fresh hour tomorrow. So welcome back, NBA, I guess.
Yeah. All right, Chris, I've got a MAC, Mid-American Conference question for you. You want to take any road trips this year at all?
No.
No? You don't want to?
I hate Middle America.
Okay, let me see if I can sway you. You want to go to Western Michigan?
No.
Do you know who they are?
They are the Wolves.
Okay, close. Broncos? How about Ohio? Just Ohio, University of Ohio.
State?
No.
Oh. Are they in Columbus? I don't know. Oh. You don't know?
I'm going to learn. I need to learn these cities.
If I know where it's located, that's a maybe.
Okay, Ohio Bobcats. Toledo?
No. Wait, is that Northern Ohio? Or
I heard that's the best stadium of the batch.
Huh.
That's what I heard. Now, I don't know.
Of the MAC teams.
The Toledo, what are they?
Mudhens.
Rockets.
Oh.
Good call. Isn't that the AAA?
Yeah.
Miami of Ohio, you just talked about them. Who are they?
The Roethlisbergers.
Yes, the Red Hawks. Central Michigan, I actually knew this one, but I'd forgotten about it. Do you know this one?
The Spartarines.
The Chippewas.
Oh.
Oh, I want to see if you get this one, if you remember this one. Do you know who Akron? The Akron...
LeBrons.
I'm going to even give you the letter. From A to Z, they're the Z, the...
Zenith.
The Zips.
The Zips?
Yeah.
Come on.
Buffalo?
Wildcats.
Not Bills. Bulls.
Oh.
That's going to be... I know I'm going to call them the Bills. Kent State?
I don't want to make a joke.
Okay. Golden Flashes. I mean, that doesn't... Do you have to go like, touchdown, Golden Flashes? Or just Kent State's easier? Eastern Michigan?
No.
It's... No.
I don't want to go.
It's an NFL team's name.
Chiefs.
The Eagles. Ball State? Also an NFL team and a Major League Baseball team's name.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Ball State is also an NFL team's name and an MLB team's name.
Cardinals.
Yes. Bowling Green, also an NFL team's name.
They're in Kentucky, right?
No, Ohio.
Oh. Are they all in Ohio?
It's Ohio, it's Indiana, it's Michigan, it's California, it's New York, and it's Massachusetts.
I would only want to go to one state.
Which one?
California.
Ah, well, you're Bowling Green, also an NFL team's name.
Titans.
Yes, the Falcons.
Oh.
Northern Illinois is now out. Oh, UMass. Do you know who the UMass?
Yes.
Who?
They once went 26-0 with 10 or more of them being less than
what's their
double digits.
Their name, their team nickname.
Chowderheads.
The Minutemen.
Oh.
I don't know. Those are some challenging
That's
names.
what the ladies call them over there.
Hey now. Get to know your MAC conference. We'll be learning more week by week. Someone in the 209, Ohio U has the best Halloween party. Well, let's hope the Hornets are there around Halloween.
Better than Rob Rass Halloween parties on White Avenue? I doubt it.
Yeah. Hey, J. Ross, how much longer... Rob Rath, legendary parties. Hey, J. Ross, how much longer until Mick Cronin is gone from your Bruins? Talk about a bad look. And what the heck was up with him kicking that player out of the locker or to the locker room? Wasn't even that dirty of a foul, in my opinion. Danny and Chula Vista. Yeah, I think that was bad. The post-game interview was worse. That was embarrassing. I did not like that. I did not like that call. Not a very good call. He was winning, and he was winning at a very high level. They're already on the bubble of the tournament. This could be it. This could be the end for old Mick at UCLA. All right, one more hour to go on the show. When we come back, we're going to get some Kings perspective. Let's see what's going on for that last little stretch of basketball. Katie Christensen, TV analyst for your Sacramento Kings, joins us each and every Wednesday. You know what? I didn't even reach out to Katie, so we'll cross our fingers and see if she does join us. That's the plan. That is next.
Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Your business moves fast. Your bank should keep up. At Valley Strong Credit Union, business banking is built for momentum with tools that help you manage cash flow, streamline payments, and fuel growth. Right now, there's never been a better time to switch. Open a new Valley Strong business account and get 3 months of business banking products and services free, up to $750 in value to power your next big move. Because when your business runs stronger, the whole Valley does too. Valley Strong Credit Union. Grow your business, grow your future at valleystrong.com/business.
Hurry in and save big during Honda's President's Day sales event at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Hurry in and save on our best selection of new Hondas. Each is priced to sell now. Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop for great pricing on a giant selection of new CRVs, HRVs, Civics, and Accords with low finance and lease options. Plus, get an instant cash offer for your trade. Get to Folsom Lake Honda or go to folsomlakehonda.com.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
If your passion is bass fishing, only one radio show has the action, information, and excitement of your favorite outdoor sport. Ultimate Bass, hosted by Tournament Bass Pro and California Outdoor Hall of Famer Kent Brown, takes you live to where the fish are biting every Saturday morning. Only Ultimate Bass feeds your passion with the latest news, products, tips, and advice from the pros. Ultimate Bass with Kent Brown, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140, part of SEP's Saturday Morning Outdoors.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Get busy. 916 or from the 209. Jason, I was born and raised in Cincinnati. Daughter at Kent State, friends who went to Ohio U, Miami, and Bowling Green. Not sure how much time you have before or after games, but can make recommendations that are Ohio specific if you were interested. The answer is yes. Yes, yes, yes. Now, we've got some time. Schedule has not been released yet, but we will when we know. When I know, let me know.
Cincinnati's a great town.
What is honestly? I know my Big Sky. What colleges are closest to Cincinnati?
Xavier.
Okay, wait, that's not
Cincy.
Okay. Nope. I don't think any of these we play. None of them are in the MAC. I mean, how does Ohio have that many schools?
Yeah, I thought they're all stupid.
Okay. Let's see. Where did I miss here? Oh, yeah, people were talking about the camera wasn't on before, but we're good now. Thank you, Campeo, saying that was the only mishap on this powerful sports show this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, our second one we're working on, Katie Christensen, but I will say I might have to wear this one. Reached out to every guest today, kind of had that all confirmed, and Wednesday's a usual staple for Katie, but there's been some off time, and so we'll see if she joins us. If not, we totally understand.
Possibly go wrong. That's the first thing that's ever gone wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So if you have more MAC suggestions, we'll take that. You also might want to look at how many of the MAC schools are on the national ranked party school list. A lot of overlap. Okay. I know that used to be a thing. I knew Chico used to always win that. That was years ago. Okay, getting a text here. Oh, yeah. Okay, got it. No Katie today. She's at a family celebration. Good for her, as she should be. So no problem. No issues.
So it's a party at her parents' house?
It's a party at my parent. Wait, when did we just see that? That was on something an SNL, SNL skit. That's right. Not even that old. It was Jimmy Fallon coming back, I think.
That's what Mason's doing all week.
Oh, my gosh. We should check in with him. I guess he's wink, wink at school. What would you do? Did you ever have a week where your parents were gone and they left you unattended when you were in?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was during school time.
So it was summer and it was probably fine. They probably weren't as worried.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the irony of that is if I'm a parent, but if I was a parent and left a child home, I think I would feel better if they were in school. Because at least I now know 8 to 3 where they're supposed to be. But are you thinking of that as more dangerous because, like, I'm around my friends and I can bring all my friends over? Not that you couldn't. In the summertime, they could be there the whole time.
Oh, once again, I would like to remind you that with my school, all of my friends lived very far away from me.
Like, describe that. What is very far away?
Well, I lived in South Sac, and they were all, the closest ones were probably like Citrus Heights, Carmichael.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. How far were you from your school?
So my school was right behind, what is that mall on Watt?
Country Club?
Country Club.
It was over there?
Mm-hmm. So it's probably like with traffic.
Wait, what's there now?
What, the school?
Yeah, no, it's not there.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm trying to picture, I know where Country Club Mall is. Is it where the residential is? Or is it
so like you go behind.
Like where the theaters kind of are now?
Like you go like behind. It's like a couple blocks behind.
Okay. Wow. So you had to commute.
Yes.
What was your high school? Was it 9th grade through?
9th through 12th.
Okay. Like most. I didn't know sometimes people go to the same school longer. Your what is that? Middle school. Was that close by?
It was in South Sac.
So you
which
walked,
also doesn't exist.
Rode a bike?
I usually get dropped off. I think I rode a bike a couple times.
Do kids still ride bikes to school? I think they do. Some walk, or are parents dropping everybody off now? I mean, I was I rode my bike or walked or.
You didn't take your horse?
And carriage and buggy. Yeah. Text line 916. Big.
Former 1140 personality, Mike Lamb. He told me that he had a horse and he'd like ride over to like friends' houses and stuff in his horse.
That's actually incredible.
Yeah.
It's an incredible visual. I know
he did not like it when I said, "Oh my God, did you live in the 1800s?"
Dare I say. Yeah. I mean, down there, I think, wasn't he in like Clovis down in Fresno area or something?
Yeah.
And so, I could picture a lot of farmland out there.
But just the way he said, I'm like, ride your horse. Like, I can't even comprehend that. Ride a horse to get somewhere?
What? People are saying people take e-bikes now. I mean, I guess. Come on, do the real thing. Pedal a little bit. 916, big picture. This is a huge move for Sacramento, not just college football. This is a big step in the right direction for the whole city. We'll see, right? That's my feeling. I like when all these things come up. I like that the A's are here. I like that the Kings are here. I like that Sacramento State's elevating a level. I like that we have UC Davis to choose from. I like that we have the Republic. I mean, I've said this forever, and I still maintain it, and I don't know if it will change or if it needs to change. I know we had someone, this was a while back. Remember when we had this kind of debate, Chris, when I think there was a caller that called up and questioned us saying that Sacramento was blue collar. And they're like, it's not blue collar. And they went through their explanations. And I said, my personal opinion is Sacramento's kind of everything to everyone. And I think we dance through it. Like, if you want to say we're a small town, I can give you plenty of examples. Oh, yeah, we're a little small town community, big town feel, but small town. And then like, oh, no. Don't call us small town. We want this. We're big time. We're a major city. We're the capital, California. It's like we kind of weave through whatever narrative we want it to be because it's a little of both. And I think that's the charm, but I don't know that we have to make up our mind and say we're one or the other, but I think we have elements of both.
I'd like these Bay Area people to stop finding out about Sacramento.
It's true. Keep it our little hidden gem. And it's like anything.
That may be what we should start doing. Like, hey, guys, Sacramento is a terrible place. You don't want to come here.
Just do not. Except for like for recruiting and sports and all that stuff. We want all these things, but everyone else, stay out. I mean, like the arena is amazing. And I think that's even another parallel maybe for for Sacramento State. You know, there has to be some trust and belief that these things work, and that sometimes that's all it is. There were doubters, and there will be doubters, and that's okay. But I am not the best at having, I can admit, like a vision of what things can ultimately look like. You know, if we are trying to remodel some portions of our house and someone come in, this is what it'll look like. I'm like, I need to see it. And then it's done. You're like, oh, yeah, that's great. I love it. But I couldn't always, I just have trouble visualizing that. Other people can do this. It's great how they are. Same idea and a vision and a belief and a hope of, I remember being on here talking about what the downtown arena for Sacramento Kings could be, and even describing it, it's better than I ever could have imagined. And there's people that don't even realize or don't even care, don't even know what it was like to have the arena in Natomas. Well, a lot of us lived it and realized it and loved it. It was great. It was our arena. That's what we knew. And now that that's 10 years removed, it's incredible what Golden One Center is. So, yeah, I think on this side of things for Sacramento State, the president, athletic department, they've got the vision, they've got the goals. And like I said earlier with Coach Carter, with Mark Orr yesterday, and certainly with Ross Dellinger, those that are either involved in it or from the outside looking in, I think this is an investment in their future. And we will see how the investment pays off. And they've got a belief, and I think the move to the MAC conference is a means to an end. I think long-term they're going to be looking at something else after 5 years, after 7 years, after 10 years, at some window. And also I could see college football changing as well. Let's get into some NBA too, because we were hoping to talk to Katie here, so no problem that she might join us tomorrow as she had a previous engagement here for today. Some things to watch I have here listed for the remainder of the 2026 NBA season, because 25-26 season. For the Sacramento Kings, it's less about the win-loss mark. I'm going to keep looking at the Kings as far as staring at this 14-game losing streak. I said it earlier if you missed it. My preference would be for the Kings to win some home games. They have how many home games left? They've played 28, so they got 13 to go. I don't think they're going to win all of them. I think that's safe to say, considering they've only won 12 games overall. I don't expect them to win the last 13 at home. But if they're going to win some games, I'd rather be at home. After this home game on Thursday, tomorrow against Orlando, they go on a 5-game road trip. I think they're going to continue to play the young guys. We now know Zach LaVine is out for the remainder of the season. How will they approach Keegan coming back? How aggressive will they be in getting Domantas Sabonis back? I think if you get those guys back, it also hurts playing some of the younger guys. I don't know if the conversation has been had with veterans. I'm sure there's been a conversation with the veterans. I don't know if it's been laid out into some way of, hey, look, we're going to play you, but play you in minutes, and there'll be a minute restriction, whatever that number is. And some veterans may be less excited about that as opposed to I got the feeling like Russ and DeMar are still chasing legacies here. So any stats they can add to their great careers, they probably will be for, even if it hurts career averages. That's on an individual, more of a selfish note. But as a team, I would ask them to be professionals, which they've been, be mentors, which they've done. Continue to do that. And then the young guys, hey, look, let her rip. Here's your chance. Let's learn more about you every game. And Neat Clifford, get your 30-point game. Have your 1 for 15 game. That's what's going to happen. And go through the bumps and bruises right now. So if you want to chime in on that, let me know. 1-800-920-1140, 916-339-1140, also on the text line as well. Now, things to watch for as far as, we mentioned the bottom 6. It might be time to do our daily lottery simulation because we've now done this every show. And yesterday, I think I came up with the way to crack the code, but I'm not going to start with it just yet. Let me get to Tankathon here, which is sad that we even have to go here. Chris, are you ready with the simulation? We need our fancy-dancy production elements here. And we will simulate the lottery on the first try today, and we are done. With the 5th pick in the upcoming 2026 NBA draft, taking point guard out of Houston, Kingston Flemings, the Sacramento Kings. Fourth, Caleb Wilson goes to Brooklyn. Third, A.J. DeMonsa to Dallas. Second, wow, the Spurs. And first, Darren Peterson. The Spurs went up 9 spots to take Darren Peterson. Oh, excuse me, to get number 2. And Darren Peterson went number 1 to Washington. That was on the first try. All right, I'm going to do this where we thought we cracked the code. Chris, of your bottom 6 teams, Utah, Brooklyn, Washington, Sacramento. You're not going to pick Sacramento. Who else am I missing? New Orleans. What are your teams in that you would pick here to be our lottery representation?
Go get there and get the ball there.
It's New Orleans today. Let's see. We're going to try this now for the first time as New Orleans fans. Let's see if we can win the lottery this way. It did not work. New Orleans dropped to 6th, which goes to Atlanta. The Kings are still 5th. The Pacers got the number 1 pick. I'm going to try a couple more here. Third try, Kings are 5th. Fourth try, Kings are 5th. Fifth try, Kings are 5th. Sixth try, Kings are 5th.
We need to come to an understanding that the
I
Kings are going to be the 5th pick.
I'm here. 7th try, 5th. I haven't got them above 5th. 8th try, 5th. 9th try, 4th. 10th try, 2nd.
I think that
11th try, 5th.
The Tankathon
12th, 5th.
simulator has its thumb on the scale.
13th, 5th, 14th, 5th, 15th, 5th. I'm going to 20. There we go. 16. Number 1. All it took. 16 tries.
I think that they know that there are a lot of people in Sacramento going on Tankathon every single day.
Their numbers.
And by having the Kings not get the number 1 pick, they know that will stay on the website longer.
It helps get clicks, right? It does help get clicks. Some other things to watch in the last part of the NBA season. Cleveland's backcourt. Harden and Mitchell. What will that look like? They haven't lost yet. It's been 3 games, but what do they look like going forward? LeBron and the Lakers. Is this the end of LeBron in L.A.? The MVP race, Jason Tatum.
Dave loves L.A. Dave loves it.
Jason Tatum's decision, when he's going to come back or not. It was announced today, by the way, Kyrie Irving will not come back and return to the court this year. He will wait till next year get fully healthy, which also might help Dallas's draft odds. All right, let's check in with Michael on the phone lines. Michael, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
What's on your mind?
So I've been forced losing the Kings to get the first overall pick in 2K26, and they still end up getting like the 3rd or 4th, kind of like what you guys just did on Tankathon. But I wanted to take 2 questions off the line.
Sure.
One question is, I'm kind of scarred by Kansas players. Joel Embiid is injury prone, but he's a beast. Andrew Wiggins, Francisco Garcia, obviously Thomas Robinson, Ben McLemore, and Paul Pierce is the only one that really sticks out to me. But my first question is, what is so different about Darren Peterson? Because I'm kind of falling in line with the hype train, but like, what makes him different? And I shouldn't be scared of picking him as a Kansas player. And that's my first question. And second question, I'm going to take these offline, but second question is, who is your guys' sleeper that's in college basketball right now? The guy that's on my radar is Keaton Wagler, but I just kind of wanted to get your guys' thoughts on a sleeper. But, have a good morning, guys. Thank you.
You got it. Thank you, Michael. Well, the first thing I'll answer, and I understand how you feel about past Kansas players, and the honest answer to that is Darren Peterson can't pay for Thomas Robinson's underachieving or any other Kansas player underachieving. You look at that, you're aware of it, but that's on the scouts to go, all right, is he a different player than that? And you got to believe that he is. So it doesn't matter if 100 Kansas players came out of college and they all failed. It would be something on my radar, but it's not an indicator that the next Kansas player will fail too. So, BYU would be an interest. This is something Dave talks about. It's like, A.J. DeMonsa, like everybody seems to like him and want him, and I'm sure the Kings would be interested, but they drafted Jimmer Fredette. Okay, they're completely different players. It's a different time, different coach at BYU. Like, I don't even understand. The only commonality is they both went to BYU. That's it. And same thing, Cameron Boozer. Oh, no, he's a power forward from Duke. The Kings took Marvin Bagley. They did. It's not even Coach K anymore. It's a few years different. They're not the same player. So that part, I would say, I would tell you don't worry about it, but I think you will. I think people will. I think that's a natural thing. But the guys doing the analysis here, B.J. Armstrong, Scott Perry, the scouts of the Kings, can't look at it that way. And I think my best guess onto how scouting is done is you obviously look at what a player does in the current atmosphere they're in, and then you try to project that as to what it looks like in the NBA. And I think the best example of that is, if a guy is kind of just doing things in the NBA, in the college game, where taking advantage of size, is just bigger than players, you can't teach that. But is that going to translate in the NBA? How much is the NBA utilizing like strict size as an advantage? Not that much. There's a few guys. I mean, Zach Edey out of Memphis is a guy with skill. I don't want to diminish his skill, but he is more productive because he's just that massive. Steven Adams, has a niche as just being such and he's a good basketball player, but that's kind of my point. But if you see quickness, if you see guys taking players off the dribble, an elite jump shot, rebounding usually transfers from college to the NBA. These are all things these are all things that scouts will look at. And I keep bringing this up, but I think what happens when we all look at drafts and go, man, why was DeAndre Ayton taken number 1 when the best player in that draft was either Luka or SGA, and Luka went 3rd? That's still very high. SGA was 11th? What did they miss? Well, at that moment, DeAndre Ayton was the best player. So you're kind of drafting what you see, what your eyes tell you right then and there. I think the most difficult thing is to project what they will become. So a lot of times, it's not the best college basketball player in the traditional sense, the guy that had the best stats, like the Heisman Trophy winner is deemed as the best college football player. But, it might be the left guard at Auburn. You go, that guy's going to be an all-out stud in the NFL. It's different. It's a lot of times it's at that moment the best player, and who's to say in 5 years who develops better? And that's where you see in the dedication. Some guys get into the league, get a nice check, and it's like, well, I mean, it's guaranteed money. I'll still work at it. I've gotten by on my incredible ability and my talent. Well, then you got other guys that have this just insatiable passion that they're going to just chase greatness. That's the guy that I'm interested in. Now, maybe they don't have as much talent. I think this is so difficult to draft properly. And, the draft order is never done. It's never done right. Never. Ever. Chris, give me a year here recently in the last, 10 years.
2018.
Okay. Well, interesting.
Oh, we've been talking about that draft a lot. Let's get 2021.
2021 NBA draft. Okay. I don't know which one this is. Let me see who it is. Okay. Interesting. First pick was Cade Cunningham. Very good. Very good job. Second pick, Jalen Green. He's good. Evan Mobley would probably go ahead of him right now, who went 3rd. He's been great. Scotty Barnes, very good. Jalen Suggs, Josh Giddey, top of the draft, has done a good job. Jonathan Kuminga, Franz Wagner would go higher. Kings, Davion Mitchell. All right, now we're starting to go, not as good. But does the draft drop? It sure looks like it does with the next couple picks. Zaire Williams, James Bouknight, Josh Primo, Chris Duarte, Moses Moody, Corey Kispert. Then you go to
Moses.
Corey Kispert, 15. Alperen Şengün, 16. All right, that's a miss. He went further down. Trey Murphy, 17. What a pick. Trey Mann, Kai Jones, Jalen Johnson went 20. So one of the best players, a couple of the best players in the draft went 16, 17, and 20. We go to Keon Johnson, Isaiah Jackson, Usman Garuba. Let me see if I can find somebody that's Cam Thomas doing a nice job. He's at 27. Let's see if there's any second rounders. Herb Jones, 35th. Ayo Dosunmu, 38th. The Kings took Nimi Keita at 39. Let me find anyone else that's contributing. Luka Garza at 52. Jericho Sims at 58. So, again, I feel like for the most part, the guys that do the scouting get roughly the right 60 into the NBA. And then from that point on, it's, did they get the order right? Usually no. It's hard. It's difficult to do. Now, Cade Cunningham may have been easy. Well, it looks like that was easy for Detroit. But every first-round pick, number 1 overall, doesn't go as cleanly as that. So it's tough. The second part of his question, I think, was, or no, let's get back to the first part, which was the actual, like, Darren Peterson. Well, I'm going to go off of scouts. Like, I've watched him. I think he's terrific. I think I see star ability. I see a lot of potential there. I do have a few concerns, and maybe there could be those could be squashed pretty quickly. I think at this point it would be talking with him, talking with his coach, talking with the people around him. I would like to get to know a lot more about him. It bothers me right now at this point that he's missed some games. Whether it's kind of been a little bit mysterious. Whether it's been injury related for some, others it's like, yeah, he was playing and then didn't play, and it was like, wait, is he one of those guys? It's kind of tough to motivate. I don't know, and I don't want to be.
What do you mean those guys?
I don't want to be unfair to him, where he's going like, I'm just going to choose when and where. Like, I hate that concept. So I don't know. I don't know if that's him or not. Like that's where the research, the intel, the talking to people becomes very, very important. The eyeball test, no issue. Maybe not even an issue at all. As far as I think he's going to be a great pro if he's committed and stays focused and is coached right and has that drive that I'm talking about. I think it'll work just fine. I think the same for AJ. Right now, I see less of a ceiling for Boozer. That's my own opinion, but I think he's going to be a good pro. I like Kingston Flemings a lot. There's other guys. I don't know that I have truly a sleeper, because for a while I felt like it was Kingston Flemings, and then now I see him all the way up to 5. Mikael Brown's pretty good too, but those aren't necessarily sleepers. So I'm going to have to do some more research and watching to help answer that question, Michael. But yeah.
Also, I think people kind of look at basketball players like, okay, if this player was on this team, then they would do exactly what they're doing
right
now. Like, if you look at Draymond Green, amazing career, perfect for the Warriors, but let's say he was on the Hornets. Are we talking about him the same, or he's just a...
I think there was a time, I can't remember, Chris, he was like kind of up for free agency, and like Detroit was looking at him, and this was maybe when Detroit was bad. They were going to pay him a big payday, and I'm like, he'll help. But you're right, the fit was perfect with what he is with the Warriors, and I just don't think he would have been the same player. And so that's the tough thing. Fitting him into your system, will it work, and will you find them at their peak? All right, when we come back, we are going to get into what's on deck. Brought to you by our friends at Trex Decking and Railing. Also, Crosstalk with Matt and Kayla. That's all still to come right here on Sactown Sports.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
LinkedIn is pretty amazing at helping you grow your small business. We cannot stop your new clients from emailing you at 3 a.m. We can help you sell, market, and hire in one place. We cannot help you be in 3 places at once. And while we can't help you organize your calendar, LinkedIn can help you land more clients so you have a calendar to organize. Grow your small business on LinkedIn. Learn more at linkedin.com/smallbusiness.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Guys, did you know your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED? And right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento will check your testosterone for free. They've helped thousands of men since 2011 feel and perform better. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Schedule your free testosterone test, exam, and consultation today. Call 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Country in the Park is back. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert. John Party. Chris Young. Turnpike Troubadours. Dylan Scott and more. Line dancing, mechanical bulls, and food trucks. Make it a lucky night out of live country music and dancing for your crew. Tickets start at only $68. Country in the Park May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with Bar None Auction, Sky River Casino, and Trex Decking and Railing. More info at CITPFest.com.
Trust. It's the foundation of every business. With Better Business Bureau, you connect to a network of trusted partners who help you grow and improve your visibility. BBB accreditation signals to your customers that you value honesty and reliability. Show your commitment to integrity and excellence. Join a community that's dedicated to helping businesses thrive. Take the next step for your business. Join today. Visit bbb.org and discover how Better Business Bureau can help your business thrive.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
Well, what is on deck? And it is brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
I mean, pretty easy answer.
What's that, Chris? Describe it. Tell me about it.
AEW Dynamite live at Sacramento Memorial Auditorium.
Tonight?
Tonight.
Things are getting better.
Make sure to watch it on TBS.
Oh,
you
might see Chris.
Might see someone that's familiar to the show.
What's the most involved you've been in a show?
Like on television?
That or like in some way related, like I don't know whether they acknowledged you or you were near a sign or like someone threw somebody near you or.
Well, the last one, I high-fived Hologram after he did a.
You high-fived Hologram?
Yeah, after a suicido.
What?
A suicido.
What's that?
That's when you jump through the ropes.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Tope suicido.
So he went by you?
He went, so I was in the first row. He hit the guy who hit like right in front of us, and he's celebrating. Then he must have noticed that I was celebrating more than anybody else.
Describe your celebration.
Huh?
Describe your celebration.
I think it was an, oh my God.
And then it was just hands up.
Yeah.
And you didn't go, woo!
No, it was like a 5 class bring in
bro
hug.
You got a bro hug?
Yeah.
Oh, that's involved. Do you anticipate having something that good tonight?
Also, Yuta, who just got his head shaved because he lost a hair versus hair match. He was fighting Adam Copeland, to which I said, let's go, Adam. Let's kick his butt. To which Yuta turned to me, looked me straight in the eyes, and said, F you.
Ooh.
But he didn't say F.
Okay. Do you expect to have...
Also, if you watch a Monday Nitro from 1996 at Arco Arena, there's some guys holding up an NWO for life sign, and you will see an 11-year-old Christopher Laud.
Is that anywhere
10-year-old? 11-year-old. 10-year-old?
11-year-old. I might have to find that. We might have to find Matt George's Bible rap or William Jessup rap. Do you anticipate having as much or any kind of interaction tonight? Or you're close, you said.
Yeah.
You're right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm coming in horse tomorrow.
On horse?
No, not on horse.
Voice
not
horse.
Mike Lamb. Yes.
Okay. So that's what's on deck for you. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. Again, what time? Is there a pregame? Do you get there early? You got to be in your seat, ready to go for the show.
Yeah. Well, the show starts at 5, so I told my group, let's try and get there in 4:30.
No nap for you today.
Nope. I don't know how I'd be able to sleep today, anyways.
Point. How long will the show go?
I think they're doing Collision 2, so 3 hours.
Whoa. Entertaining the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, they also do Ring of Honor. Last time I left when they were doing Ring of Honor just because I had to be back here early.
Will you be able to go to sleep, or will you be riled up for a while?
I'll be able to sleep. I'll get it all out of my system. Oh, look at him. He's tuckered out.
Yeah, there's a little feller. Okay. Well, that's one thing that's on deck, brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
You could also watch it so it's going to be on at 8 o'clock on TBS. But if you have HBO Max, you can watch it live.
Oh. There you go. We have college hoops tonight, more college basketball, more teams and people to scout. You got number 8 Kansas at Oklahoma State. That's Darren Peterson. You got number 23 BYU, AJ DeBonsa, versus number 4 Arizona. That's actually just a good basketball game in general, but you can watch to see how those two guys perform. We have more of the Winter Olympics going on. Let me see if I can find the latest the medal count. What are we at now? Okay. Well, Team USA is still third with 24 medals, 7 gold, 11 silver, 6 bronze. Norway leads the way, followed by Italy. But we are barely ahead of Japan with 24 medals. They have 22. They just have less golds. I wonder if that's the right way to keep tally. They have the total on the right, but it's really being ranked by gold medals. I think that's where we're... How would you feel, Chris, about if you were a bronze medalist?
Bronze is like the best one to get.
Better than silver?
Mm-hmm.
Better than gold?
Yes.
No, but you don't
have to try as hard.
The implication of winning a bronze or silver versus...
Because bronze is like, hey, I got something.
True.
Gold is just like, oh my God, I've worked my entire life for this, just for this moment, and it's like nothing in my life will ever get better than this, and it's all downhill from here.
Sheesh, you went dark.
Silver medal,
I was so close.
I was so close to gold.
Do I go back again?
Am I going to have to work this much harder again to try and get gold? I've worked my entire life, and I didn't even get gold. It's all downhill from here.
But bronze.
Hey, I got something.
Hey. Is fourth the worst thing?
No, you're just happy to be there.
Oh, that's what they are? Yeah. I was predicted to finish first, but I got fourth. I'm just happy to be here. Yeah, I'm trying to think about coming back from the Olympics and being fourth, being third, being 10th. I mean, I don't know. Some of these things, it's really a shame when it's like, oh, he was a silver medalist or she won the silver medal. You know what the difference was? It was like 0.0001. It's like not even a blink, and you were, that's the difference. Man. To work that hard. Incredible story. Yeah, the Winter Olympics continues. We got to be getting closer to the end. Yeah, I think they end in a couple days, 3 days, 4 days. So, Milano Cortina, the 2026 Winter Olympics. Let's see. Okay, but would you feel different? Let me look at who has the fewest medals right now, but having a medal. Okay. We've got Belgium has 1 medal. So does Brazil and Kazakhstan. Yeah, and Georgia. But the difference is, Chris, all right, here's the example I think would be the fun test. Those 4 countries have 1 medal each. There's 1 medal for Belgium, but it's bronze. There's 1 medal for Georgia, and it's silver.
The state or the country?
Uh-huh. And then 1 medal each for Brazil and Kazakhstan, but both of those are golds. How great would it be to be the lone member of Brazil to have a gold medal and any medal at the Winter Olympics?
What did they win?
That's a good question. What do you think Brazil and Kazakhstan won? Oh, I got it for you. Brazil.
Kazakhstan is some sort of skiing.
Brazil won alpine skiing. Kazakhstan won figure skating gold. Let's see here. For Georgia, they won the bronze in figure skating. Competed in alpine skiing. And then Belgium, they competed in a lot of things. Biathlon, speed skating, skeleton, alpine skiing, figure skating, snowboarding, bobsled, but they got a bronze in short track speed skating.
I just saw who won gold for Brazil.
Yeah.
And there's not a chance I'm going to try and pronounce this guy's name.
Let's each of us try it. I got to see who won Brazil's gold medal. Brazil gold medal 2026. Oh, my gosh. Well, I'll go with Lucas.
Lucas?
Yeah. It may not be that bad. I'm going to just go with what I think it is. Lucas Pinheiro Brathen.
Lucas Pinheiro Brathen.
But I don't know if it's that
Brathen.
simple. Kazakhstan might be harder. Let's try that real fast before we break here. Kazakhstan.
Oh, you didn't tell me it's Mikhail Sherdorov.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. Not as bad as I thought. We got it covered.
I didn't realize that Mikhail Sherdorov was from Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
And I learned something.
Come on, Chris. All right. There you go. That's what's on deck, brought to you by our friends at Trex Decking and Railing. One more day. We wait for the NBA, which will be tomorrow. When we come back, final segment to come. Crosstalk with Matt and Kayla. Next.
The Sacramento Kings play here.
He's got the triple. Sacramento takes the lead.
Get your Kings fix all season long right here on your home of the Sacramento Kings, Sactown Sports and SactownSports.com.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite Dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729. Or visit us at PowerCopiers.com.
Only one radio program captures the excitement of hunting and fishing as it happens. The award-winning California Sportsman with Sep Hendrickson. Only California Sportsman takes you where the action is, live on the water, live in the blind, and live with the top pros and experts in outdoor sports. California Sportsman with Fishing Hall of Famer Sep Hendrickson is your premier destination for all things outdoors. Sep's Saturday Morning Outdoors. Ultimate Bass and California Sportsman, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturdays on Sactown Sports 1140.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Couponing. Wow, you didn't strike me as the coupon type.
Just trying to stay ahead of inflation. Gas, groceries, everything. It's all more expensive. I need to save wherever I can.
Have you tried Upside yet?
Upside? What's that?
It's a free app that I use that pays cash back for every gallon of gas I buy. You've got to buy gas to get around anyway. Might as well get paid for it.
Come on, does that really add up to anything?
I've already made around $200. The extra cash helped pay down my bills, and I even had a little extra left to treat myself.
And the Upside app is free?
Totally free, and the cash back is real. You can transfer the cash right to your bank account.
I'm downloading Upside right now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code ENJOY to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code ENJOY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code ENJOY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
This month, Pure Talk is honoring Jackson and Lincoln by offering unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month. Meanwhile, Big Wireless is honoring Benjamin Franklin by charging families hundreds of dollars for the same 5G service. What's up with that? Ben Franklin wasn't even a president. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be in business with an American wireless company that supports our vets in a big way and keeps all their customer service in this country. That's important. And You'll be on the same towers the big carriers use, so you'll get the same 5G service without the inflated price. So hang on to your Benjamins and switch to Pure Talk for a Jackson and a Lincoln. No contract, no hidden fees. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and you'll get 50% off your first month when you switch. That's pound 250, Mike Rowe, for an American wireless company that is truly unprecedented. Pure Talk.
Running a business takes grit, vision, and a partner who believes in your success as much as you do. At Valley Strong Credit Union, business banking is built around you. The entrepreneurs, the growers, the dreamers powering our community. Whether you need flexible checking, faster payments, or financing to take your next big step, Valley Strong brings local expertise and real relationships to every stage of your business. Because when local businesses thrive, the whole valley grows stronger. Valley Strong Credit Union. Grow your business, grow your future. ValleyStrong.com/business.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep Ram in Woodland. Chad, what's happening for Chrysler's President's Day sales event?
It's already starting to warm up, and that means we're going to go outside to enjoy all California has to offer. And there's no better way to do that than a new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. Right now, you can lease one for $399 a month for 39 months, which includes a $6,000 Hoblet discount.
Oh man, those Jeeps look so good, and they're so much fun.
It's true. There's nothing like a new Jeep Wrangler. But whatever you're looking for, you can find it at the Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter. With over 200 vehicles available and almost 70 under $20,000.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
6,000 total net savings on select new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon after 6,000 Hoblet discount. $399 special lease with $39.95 due at signing plus tax, license fees, and dealer accessories. 7,500 miles per year, 30 cents per mile over for well-qualified buyers with 720 plus FICO. Must finance through Stellantis. 3 net savings. Sample VIN 205-698. See dealer for details.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder, thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Okay. Here we are, everybody.
Wow.
I can only say the things that happened during the break.
Right?
Hi, Matt. Hi, Kayla.
Hello. Lots of words.
Dave is the gift that keeps on giving even when he's not here.
Does that make you guys ready for your show today?
Oh, yeah.
Or hesitant to say anything on the air ever again?
No, definitely not that.
I know Chris already has.
Yeah.
Already has some of my stuff back there.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to hear.
He's got stuff on everybody. He can,
he does.
He can ruin everyone's career if he
can.
wanted to.
Yeah.
He's got a, I was saying to you, Caleb, wait till you hear at some point he'll play for you the, it's about a 4-minute montage of just stuff that's been said by a bunch of people. When it's put together, you're just like, how did anybody ever say this? But we have.
I love he does that.
Yeah.
I hope I make it on there. I'm sure I'll be.
Oh, well,
I'll
sure
be
you will.
I'll literally get fired probably.
No, but you'll get on there. It's like a badge of honor for all of us.
Oh yeah.
You haven't made it until Christopher Ladd
Right?
clips something out of context.
What's coming up today on the show?
We are just the three of us. No guests today. We're going all the way through it. Tons of talk. We're focusing on the NFL free agency. We're looking at some free agency predictions or targets for both the Raiders, the Niners, where we believe Juwan Jennings is going to go. We're talking a little bit of NBA with this idea from Adam Silver, or that Adam Silver has discussed, about getting rid of the draft altogether and making it essentially free agency for rookies, which I think is a horrendous idea, especially for a team like the Sacramento Kings. And that the Sacramento Kings, in terms of lottery tankathon, are going to be very, very difficult to catch. So if you're hoping that they'll end up with the number one pick, or with the number one odds, I suppose, then The Kings are in great shape for that, at least, Jason, with the remainder of this season.
Yeah, we just did it again. I'm sure you guys have done the tankathon all the time. Like 16 tries is what it took to get them number one.
Are you serious? Oh, I did it my first try ever, and they were number one.
And then you stopped.
Well, then I did it again.
Yeah, and it wasn't number one. I mean, it's like there are always 5, and then it's some. Hey, 2,
Yeah,
3.
5's been the number. Alan Stiles seems to think that was like that it's broken because everybody was landing on 5
all the
here
time.
recently.
Yeah, well, it is the highest odds. It's just of the single position is 5, but
Sure.
frustrating.
But it's 52
to get 1 through 4.
So that's, I mean,
but
the
that's
highest
spread out
right.
of each position. That's why. But 5 is 48%. So it's the single number. It's the highest odds. But 1 through 4 is 52% total.
How much college basketball have you started watching?
It's a little bit more, but I need to ramp up a lot more than obviously I will with March Madness.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a little too late. Or just like, oh, that guy was great in the tournament. It's like I saw 4 games. Like, are they that good?
That's typically how I am, though, is I don't really pay attention until March Madness. But when I know Kingston Flemings is playing, or AJ DeBonsa is playing, or Darren Peterson's going to play for a half, I'll tune in to at least watch.
Yeah,
Well,
and
AJ's playing tonight too.
Yeah, he is.
Arizona.
A good game, Arizona, too.
Yeah.
I think March Madness is going to be great. I just think, we were just talking about this last segment, I think how difficult it is to be a scout. Because I think when you're doing this, and we can go through 10 drafts, and more times than not, some of the best players are 12, 18, 36, 4. Like, these guys are all trained or out to evaluate, but people develop at different times and become better players. It's hard to do this.
It's a crapshoot almost.
It is.
You know?
It kind of stinks.
Surely the Kings will be right this time, though.
Surely.
Come on.
Yeah.
They can't be out wrong all the time.
Something's got to go right.
They're not always wrong, are they?
Huh?
A lot.
Bad ratio.
Give me something to believe in here since I just got here. All
Yeah.
right? Give me something.
Are you all in yet? Are you a Kings fan?
So I've been in so many markets.
Mhm.
I always describe this to people so they understand where I'm coming from because people get confused like of being a fan and covering a team.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of where I grew up and the teams I grew up with, right? But when I go cover teams and I'm in a city, like I'm all in for that.
gross.
Yeah, for that. I know you hate the Seahawks. I'm all in for that city and their teams
Yeah.
because when I'm covering a team, I'm covering like that's my life.
Right. You
I
get
want
to
them
know
to
the
be
people.
successful.
Right.
And I want the players to be successful.
Yeah.
So that's how I go about it. I mean, I still root for the Titans.
Sure.
You know, after all those years.
Because you knew people there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You should protect your heart here. Nah. Don't let them in.
I'm good. I've had my heart broken way too many times
Yeah.
in life. I'm
Kings will
good.
do a
What's
different.
one more?
Kings will do a different level. That crack cuts deep.
Heart is made of stone, baby.
All right, well, let's see what you guys know today as far as our celebrity
Okay.
birthdays. Brought to you by our friends at Crumble Cookies. Has family and friends. Let me try this again.
Hold on.
What? Where am I?
Are you eating a crumble cookie right now?
It feels like it. Birthday. I wish I was. Birthdays are. Can I read?
It's okay, J. Ross.
Oh, it's
Got
because their
this.
script was removed. That's why. Birthdays are meant to be spent with family and friends, and nothing brings family and friends together better than crumble cookies. I didn't even read it. I knew it. Why was I reading it?
And go.
Take 2. All right, let's see. I only have one movie today, and I don't know how well Chris is going to do on this one.
He'll still get it. Who cares?
I'm first going to ask Matt the plot line of the movie Blue Chips.
Oh, you're at a casino and the blue chips are worth like a middle amount.
You work in sports.
I haven't seen it.
But do you know what blue chips
Gambling.
means?
It's gambling?
Yeah,
It's a gambling
You guys
Yeah, no, it's about like.
have heard blue chip before.
Oh no, it's the bag of Lay's that's blue. It's the.
Blue chip
What flavor are
recruits.
those?
Those are salt and vinegar.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You're right, I think.
Yeah. Those are the
No,
ones I like.
Kayla's right. It's about blue chip recruits. It's about, like, spending money to get
That
top-notch
guy's
players.
got the best players money can buy.
Direct quote.
The best players money can buy.
All my
Shaquille
teams.
O'Neal was in it as... Wait, he's got a great name in the movie. I don't have it. It's
like...
man,
It's
I
like
don't know.
Thibodeau or something.
Thibodeau or something. Yeah.
Thibodeau or-
Yeah. Anyway, Blue
I
Chips.
watched Moneyball. That's my.
Oh, I love
that's-
Moneyball.
That's the other opposite of Blue Chips. That's the movie I watch.
What year do you think this movie came out?
Dork.
On this day.
1994.
I have zero clue. 1997.
I think it's 1993.
We have a correct answer, and in a stunner, it's Kayla Anderson. 1994.
I should have known. My grandpa took me to go see it at the State Theater. was probably very too young to.
At the state theater, my grandpa took me. Was it black and white?
You should be careful about what you say.
Yes.
Happy birthday today to Dr.
Seuss.
Luke Woods.
Dre, Dr. Luke Wood. Dr. Dre.
Oh,
I
yes.
said Jay,
You
but
did,
I'll
not
take
Dre.
I'll take Dre.
Dr. Dre is how old today?
58.
56.
He is 62.
Chris is closest,
Wow.
61.
Wow.
for
He's
Dr.
in his
Dre.
60s?
That is
No.
insane.
Happy birthday to John.
Harbaugh.
Gruden.
Cena.
Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Travolta.
Oh.
Staying alive.
There you go.
He's
the wickedly talented.
He's 71.
He's 74.
He is 68.
You said 71?
Yes.
Matt is closest, 72.
Yeah.
Happy birthday
Shaquille O'Neal played Neon Bordeaux.
Bordeaux.
Oh,
Dang it.
Bordeaux. Neon Bordeaux.
Happy birthday to Matt.
George.
Is it your birthday?
No.
It's not my birthday.
Leinart.
Oh, nice call. Matt Dillon, not
Mayoko.
Damon. Matt Dillon. You guys know
Oh,
Matt
right.
Dillon?
So the brother of.
Corey? No.
They're brothers though, right? There's
Matt and
right. Am I?
yes,
making
there's
things
two
up?
of them.
The Matt Dillon as a brother that's an actor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he was in Entourage.
Entourage.
Yeah.
Yes.
He played drama.
That guy looks
He played
like
drama.
Oh, I didn't know that was his brother.
That's his
okay.
brother.
I don't know his
Thank
name.
you, Chris.
I don't know who this is.
Matt Dillon, yeah.
Ooh.
Why don't you guess how old Matt Dillon is?
Is he Bob Dylan's relative?
He was in To Die For, Matt.
56.
So who?
He was in Something About Mary. He's in The Outsiders.
50.
He was in Wild Things.
59.
Ooh. It's a very G-rated movie.
Yes. 59? Okay.
59.
Also, Wild Things is a great Kevin Bacon movie to
Yes,
use.
it is.
Yes, it is.
56. What'd you say, Chris?
He is 61.
Chris is close to 62nd birthday today. Happy birthday. Local product from here. Molly.
Ringwald.
Yeah.
Ringwald is from here?
Yeah, she's from Roseville.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah.
She's not from Sacramento.
She's the Breakfast Club.
She's not even in
right?
Sacramento
Yeah.
County. She's in
Pretty-
Placer County.
Well, hold on.
16 Candles.
That's so cool.
I can
Pretty
claim
big.
Sacramento. I'm
Where do
from
you live?
Roseville.
No, you live in Roseville. Can you vote for the mayor of Sacramento?
I mean, I can. It won't count.
I'm the one paying for this arena.
Chris and Chris only. How old is Molly today?
Oh, gosh.
Don't know who that is.
She's
Matt,
up
what was
there.
Molly in?
A movie?
I just
Yeah.
said it.
Yeah, I know.
I
You
didn't-
said like 4 movies.
She was in Not Another
Innocence.
Teen Movie.
Yes, she was. Cameo
Was
as
she
an
too?
airline
Okay.
attendant.
Why don't
Or,
you pick celebrities like that are relevant,
Like who?
like anyone else?
She's 57.
Okay.
I'm just going to put that up.
She's.
Hey, Matt, she was in one of the Lord of the Rings.
Was she?
She was an orc.
Oh, nice. In that case, 52.
She is 64.
That's really
Kayla's closest 58.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Happy birthday, Yoko.
Yono.
Oh no, yeah, Yoko
Ono.
Ono.
Zuna.
Yoko Ono. Do you know who Yoko Ono is? There you go. Anyway,
Oof. Chris hit it first.
83.
88.
87.
Matt's closest 93.
Wow! I knew she was old.
Man, I've seen her recently. She looks amazing
Does
if she's
she?
in her 90s.
Happy
That's awesome.
birthday to Chris. Here you go. Your favorite, Jaime Jaquez Jr.
Oh.
I mean,
Someone I
He
know.
is. Triple J is 27.
I was going to say 26.
28.
Matt's closest 25. And last,
He didn't say what he was going to pick. He said he's going to pick 26. We still don't know what he's going to pick.
he got it.
25.
Vanna White.
Oh,
Yeah, she
I
pressed the
love
buttons on
Vanna.
the wheel to.
71. What? That's how young he is. He doesn't even know that she used to flip
Oh,
over the letters.
Vanna's like 77.
Is she still doing it with Ryan Seacrest now there?
She's on the show with Ryan
Yeah.
Seacrest. Yes.
Oh,
She's still flipping the
She
the
still
words.
does it.
Yeah.
She's still working.
Yeah.
68.
73.
Matt's closest 69.
Oh, I.
Anyway, that's it for us. Thanks to all our guests. Matt and Kayla next.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings
Now to
game.
Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back, He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of